Okay, let's see. Ja, så tror jeg er styr på det. Og skulle vi få et billede på. Hello, Twisted Mode. Welcome in, first time chatter. How are you doing? Hi Ulla, welcome to Twisted. It's not to throw you on the gates, but I am talking Danish in this first hour from 3 to 4, just to let you know. But from 3 p.m. from an hour from now, I am switching again and will be like in English and all that stuff. And you're more than welcome to look around for that hour and then just join in whenever I speak something you understand again. I am presuming that you're not understanding Danish. Sometimes I do kind of say this and people are like, yeah, but I'm from Denmark. I'm like, okay. So, but you're more than welcome just to look around. You still will be able to enjoy what I show and things like that, but you might not understand much of it. But it's only for an hour. So yeah, you're more than welcome, of course. I know you're from America, yeah. But there are Danish people living in America. So yeah, just to let you know. Hvad så, Ulla? Hvordan går det? Og velkommen til, det er blevet søndag. Og ja, det bliver sådan lidt, vi hopper lige ind i det hele nu her, og det var egentlig ikke meningen. Men sådan er det, og jeg er selv sådan en lille smule forvirret, skulle jeg sige. Det er egentlig sjovt, for normalt så er jeg jo sådan en meget struktureret menneske. Men åbenbart, når jeg skal streame, så skal det være sådan en eller anden kaos, halløjse, der går på sig. Men jeg har forberedt mig, og jeg har en masse spændende ting, jeg skal snakke om på den her time her. Der bliver ikke så meget crafty things going on, men der bliver lidt mere, at jeg skal vise og fortælle, og jeg har også tænkt mig, jeg mener nemlig, der er noget med, at jeg skylder nogle englekort, så jeg tænkte, at dem, som kommer på i dag, både kan trække et stort og et lille af de danske englekort. Så ja, hej Heroes and Diamonds, velkommen til, og ja, det blev søndag, og så er vi tilbage. Og jeg håber, at det her med, at jeg ikke streamer torsdag og fredag, smitter lidt af på den energi, jeg har til jer om søndagen. Det var i hvert fald det, som var tanken med det, vil jeg sige. Jeg har det godt, håber også du har det godt, og mange tak for det. Ved du hvad, Ulla, det var så lidt da. Altså, jeg blev bare sådan lidt, gud nej, jeg ved, om hun ikke ville have, jeg begyndte at forklare hendes navn, men altså, så, det er bare... Jeg kan sagtens forstå, man ser den sammensætning, men fordi jeg ved, du er så ser jeg en anden sammensætning af de to ord, så ja. Lige for hvordan det går med mig, faktisk var jeg ret tæt på at aflyse i dag, og det har været sådan lidt, jeg har virkelig skulle mærke efter, og det kan godt være, at jeg ikke kommer til at streame i 3 timer bagefter, fordi jeg slås faktisk lidt med noget hold i nakken, som har spredt sig ned til mine skuldre og øvre ryg. Så jeg er sådan lidt, jeg prøver at smøre det med noget lokalt smertestillende, det der Voltaren-gel man kan få i håndkøb, og så har det fået på varmepuden, og så jeg synes det virker som om det hjælper, eller i hvert fald smertelindrer lidt. Fordi at jeg ved jo også, at når det kommer til at skal til sin fys og noget, så er det altså ikke noget, så det er sådan noget man... Men når man er i et forløb, så kan man ikke få sådan bare lige nødvendigvis en akut tid sådan her lynhurtigt. Så jeg skal have fundet en måde, at jeg smerte lidt på, indtil jeg kan komme til fysen. Og da jeg har jo en sundhedsforsikring gennem mit arbejde, så det er bare noget med, at jeg skal sætte det i gang, og så er det ganske gratis fra min side. I dag, der har jeg misundt mig selv og forkælet mig selv med en cappuccino fra min lille kaffemaskine. Jeg drikker ikke til kaffe særlig tit, så jeg har sådan en Dolce Gusto. Ja, det er sgu lidt trælsuller, det vil jeg godt give dig ret i. Jeg blev også sådan lidt, og jeg har også været lidt muggen og lidt pirlig her, fordi Det går, altså jeg vil sige, det forhindrer mig ikke at ride. Det er en meget, meget vigtig ting. Men der er mange ting, som er sådan, altså. Og så lige pludselig gør det bare helt vildt ondt, så kan jeg næsten ikke få vejret på smerter og sådan noget. I ved, hvordan det kan være, ikke? Så det er bare sådan lidt, Så jeg var sådan, skulle det være stream? Og men også, så sad jeg sådan, hvis nu jeg slapper godt af inden, og jeg sidder med varmepude, og så var jeg lige oppe på bevægelsen. Og det er egentlig sådan, så faktisk vil jeg sige, at så længe jeg bevæger mig, og jeg egentlig er oprejst, så kan jeg faktisk klare rigtig meget. Det er mere, når jeg sidder ned, og måske lidt mere stillinger, hvor jeg sådan skal, lidt mere statiske stillinger, hvor jeg er en lille smule udfordret. Det vil jeg godt. Det er jeg altså, men sådan det. Så har jeg sådan en lille en corny, som er min yndlings, der er banan og chokolade i, så det er ganske usundt for mig, og så et par sådan nogle, ikke chocolate chips, det er altså lidt chocolate chips, men det er med Smarties i, så ja, det er mega træls, altså, fordi jeg har slet ikke tid til det, og jeg har ikke lyst til det, og der er mange ting, altså, det bliver bare sådan, Så jeg tænker, hvis nu vi tager det fra en ende af, fordi så tænker jeg faktisk nærmest, at jeg kan lave sådan en glidende overgang fra det her over i det næste, med en lille 5 minutters pause indimellem. Fordi jeg har også købt den her cross-stitch stand, altså min cross-stitch setup ting, og den vil jeg rigtig gerne vise alle. Så hvis jeg nu laver den i overgangen, så når folk måske ikke at gå af, før at jeg starter den næste. Det bliver formentlig godt nok på engelsk, men det tænker jeg lige med jer, der i hvert fald er her nu, tænker jeg, I overlever det. Men jeg ved, at sidste gang, det vil sige i søndags, der fik jeg ikke trukket nogen englekort. Så det tænker jeg, at vi skal gøre i dag. Så Ulla, du kan både, alle sammen skal sige, så det er både, altså når man giver mig et nummer, så er det både et nummer for de små og for de store. Og de små, det er jo de her, hvor der står sådan en lille linje på. Nu ser vi, om vi kan få den til at fokusere kameraet. Kom, giv mig et fokus. Kom. Der. Ja, men det bliver det samme nummer, uanset om det er et stort eller lille. Og jeg trækker for begge. Du har ikke noget valg i Ulla i dag, så der er ikke noget. Der er ikke så meget selvbestemmelse i dag. I dag er det piger, der kører den hårde linje. Hun bestemmer diktatorisk hele vejen igennem, hvad der skal ske i dag. Ej. Så det bliver både det her, og det bliver selvfølgelig de her almindelige englekort, hvor jeg læser fra bogen, når man har trukket et nummer. Og det er et nummer mellem 1 og 25. Så. Hvad så ellers? Jo, og så skal jeg jo også fortælle om min helt fantastiske ridetur i går. Men nu tager vi lige englekortet først. Kaffe. 13. Skulle jeg lige blande den en gang, de her, bare for en god undskyld. Og min mand er ude at handle. Han havde sagt ja til noget ekstra arbejde i går, hvilket betød, at han kørte, da klokken var. Han kørte faktisk ret tidligt, fordi der var lige et andet akut ting, han lige skulle hjælpe en af mine venner med. Eller vores fælles venner, skulle jeg sige, en af vores, jeg vil sige bekendt. Og så kørte han ind og arbejdede ind på Novo Nordisk, og der returnerede han fra, at klokken var 10:30 i går aftes. Så, og så skulle jeg noget hjælpe igen i dag. Det han kørte akut i stedet for i går, skulle jeg noget hjælpe i dag. Og, men han var jo simpelthen så træt, så han kunne ikke overholde aftalen. Det måtte han lige udskyde til senere, og så, men ja. Så han er ikke lige hjemme, så derfor står min dør åben, fordi at jeg ved jo, at der er en vis ung herre i huset, som jeg godt kan blive sådan, det er helt alene, hvor min mor hen, og så ved jeg, at han kommer ind og lige vil skubbe døren om, ikke? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, Det her, det siger... Hvad ser vi det? Fokus, ja. Lyt til dine følelser. Ja. Jeg tænkte, om det kunne være lidt sjovt at se. Nu ser vi det. Nu har vi det. Hov, skal vi lige finde det. Jeg bliver af. Og så tager vi det store, og så ser vi, om der er en eller anden... Der kunne godt være en lille smule ting, man lige kunne på paralleller, eller man lige kunne køre der. Så tager vi det store kort her. Nej, så min hund var også sådan helt i går. Hvor fanden blev han af ham? Han kørte nok godt. Og det var sådan, at han kørte faktisk til normal tid, altså arbejdstid i hverdagen. Og han kom så ikke hjem til normal tid, så da klokken var 8 eller sådan noget, der havde jeg bare en hund, der gik og sukkede og kom over og skubbede til mig, og var sådan lidt, hvor blev far af? Jamen, hvordan forklarer man en hund, at det der inde på Novo, det tager altså lige lidt længere tid. Så, okay, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Nå. Det her er... Jeg vil lige skrue lidt ned på den her. Den hedder Skytsenglen for ung kærlighed. Og her er noget med lyt til dine følelser. Og så står der, jeg tager imod kærlighed med taknemmelighed. Den skønhed gør mig åben og hel. En skytsengel. Denne engel holder et par turtelduer. Den beskytter kærlighedens første blomstring. Den velsigner vores renhed, så vi bliver i stand til at udtrykke kærligheden i vores hjerter. Den opmuntrer os til at respektere vores krop og være nænsom med vores følelser, så vores første erfaring med kærlighed bliver smuk. Englen er rige engel i formens himmel, og himlens funktion er at beskytte alle, der forelsker sig. Gaver til jorden. Den kan hjælpe dig med at værdsætte din seksualitet og ære den med kærlighed, værdsætte kærlighedens gaver og et åbent hjerte. Elske og respektere dine egne blide følelser. Denne skytsengel våger over den unge kærlighed og hjælper med at give ny og spæde forhold deres skønhed og sødme. Det er også englen, som hjælper os med at føle os trygge i et forhold, og den gør os i stand til at stole på vores evne til at udtrykke tanker og følelser åbent og ligefremt. Denne engel hjælper os med at forøge vores selvværd, og den tilskynder nærhed med mennesker, der værdsætter os og ser vores lys og skønhed. Vi beder denne engel velsigne os og beskytte os mod mennesker, der er skadelige og manipulerende, eller som er ude af stand til at give sig selv på en åben og ærlig måde. Vi kan bede denne engel om at støtte os, når vi føler os sårbare og utrygge, og om at hjælpe os med at turde løbe en risiko med nogen, som vi føler, det er umiddelbart værd at kæmpe for, men som måske er genert eller tilbageholdende. Denne skytsengel viser individet vejen til en mulig partner, og hjælper dem med at føle sig tiltrukket af de mennesker, som vil respektere deres individualitet og trygt tillade dem at udtrykke deres sande jeg på en god og nænsom måde. Det er denne engel, der besigtiger og leder os hen mod skabelsen af sunde venskaber, som vil bringe os en dyb og vedvarende lykke. Vi kan bede til den unge kærligheds skytsengel, hver gang vi går ind i et forhold og har brug for hjælp og forsikring om, at det er til vores højeste gode. Vi kan kalde på denne engel, når som helst vores nuværende forhold er kørt fast eller er blevet slidt og har brug for et nyt liv. Dette er skytsenglen, der velsigner og fornyer kærlighedens ånd og den kærlige seksualitet i os alle. Vi beder den beskytte og værne om vores mest intime forhold og sikre kærlighedens bånd mod negative kræfter, der måske udelukker, adskiller eller på anden måde forsøger at bringe en kile ind i vores mest værdifulde venskaber. Og det var et meget, meget smukt kort. Se hvad jeg sagde. Fordi din far ikke er hjemme. Ja. Det er du alene. Men det kan jeg ikke. Nej, 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 nej. Så. Ud. Så, gå og læg dig. Hey. Gå og læg dig. Dygtige. Hej Helle, velkommen til. Så det var, de to hænger faktisk lidt sammen, ikke? Altså både lyt til dine følelser, og så det her med ung kærlighed, og så håber du kan bruge det, Ulla. Det lyder spændende. Det lyder spændende. Nå. Og er jeg glad for, Ulla, forresten, bortset fra det, og er jeg glad for, at den anden hund der, som du viste mig, som vi talte om sidste søndag, at den er kommet hjem. Eller i hvert fald, der er kommet nogen at hente den, om den så er kommet hjem, så... Men mere det der med, at den ikke skal være i kælden, det synes jeg er rigtig, rigtig dejligt. Det varme, det blev sådan helt varm om hjertet, da du skrev til mig, nu er det blevet hentet. Hvor dejligt. Det kan jeg, fordi jeg har lige brug for at lytte til mig selv, men jeg har lyttet til, og det havde mig og Lars en lang køretur sammen med, hvor vi kunne snakke om lidt af værk. Ja, fedt. Fedt. Og det har man brug for. Man har brug for en gang imellem at snakke. Fordi en gang, og det er en af de store forskelle mellem mænd og kvinder, i min verden i hvert fald, det er det her med, at vi kvinder kan være meget talende, og mænd er lidt mindre talende. Vi kvinder har ikke noget mod at tale om følelser, og det kan være meget svært for mænd at tale om. Så det er sådan en, jeg selv har meget til på livet, vil jeg sige. Så ja. Nå, næste punkt på dagsordenen er det her billede, som jeg blev færdig med. Hvis ikke I har set det, så på min Instagram og på YouTube, så har jeg jo lagt lidt billeder og lidt forskellige op af det, men har egentlig ikke rigtig fået snakket om billedet som sådan. Sådan i dybden, vil jeg sige. Det er det der billede, der hedder Songs on the Cherry Tree, og det er af Chrysatica. Og Chrysatica er en af mine yndlingskunstnere, når der kommer til Dharma painting. Jeg har sådan, jeg vil ikke sige, at hun er ikke den eneste, fordi jeg har forskellige. Jeg sådan når jeg ser deres navn, så skal jeg lige tjekke, hvad er det for et billede, de kommer med. Så det er ikke sådan, at jeg har alt, hvad de har. Eller jeg hver gang bare ukritisk køber et billede, bare der står Chrysatica på. Jeg skal lige ind og tjekke det, og så er sådan, okay, det vil jeg gerne have, eller det vil jeg gerne. Jeg har et mere af hendes, som jeg også skal have lavet på et eller andet tidspunkt. I dag brugte jeg tid på at sidde og plotte ind på sådan en et hjul, så jeg kan lave sådan et tilfældigheds valg, skulle jeg til at sige, så jeg sådan kan få min tablet til at vælge et billede. Jeg kan lige prøve at vise jer, hvad jeg mener, for at gøre det på min tablet. Og jeg har ikke taget alle billeder, jeg har taget de billeder, jeg synes, der var, der sådan var, hvad skal man sige, der ikke var sæsonbestemt på den måde. Så jeg har simpelthen her plottet dem ind. Og så kan man spænde her. Jo. Og her der valgte den så, det her der valgte den Sakura Festival by Yumi Art. Den valgte noget andet, da jeg gjorde det tidligere, og det er det, I kommer til at se. Så den gemmer vi i den her. Den behøver vi ikke at hide den slide der. Men ellers så kan man sådan gemme de her, hver gang jeg så har trukket et billede, så kan jeg gemme det. Så det er meget fint. Så jeg tænker, at jeg laver sådan en, og så jeg laver den her, så vil jeg lave en for dem, der har sæsonbestemt, for eksempel Halloween, der har jeg nemlig forskellige, hvor jeg tænker, at alle sammen er egentlig relevante. Jeg kunne egentlig godt tænke mig, at det ikke var mig, der skulle vælge, så det har jeg gjort. Så det var bare sådan, det har jeg brugt lidt tid på i dag, da jeg lige var sad og holdt mig selv. Nå, det her billede, sådan Under the Cherry Tree, det er med firkantet sten, og det er et 55,8 cm x 78,7 cm. For mig er det sådan et, det er ikke et gigantisk stort, men det er heller ikke et snack size. Så jeg vil sige, det er et mellembillede. Der er 60 farver i, der er 4 AB-sten og 2 af de her fairy dust sten. Ja, og så har jeg så lavet lidt, jeg har ikke lavet meget, men jeg har lavet lidt, sat lidt personligt præg på det. Og det er egentlig mest, fordi jeg godt kan lide at bruge krystallerne. Ikke så meget, sådan, fordi jeg synes, at det sådan krævede rigtig meget, men jeg kan godt lide at bruge krystaller, og jeg synes, det giver sådan et flot supplement til både A, B-stenene og de almindelige sten. Generelt, hvis jeg skal sige noget om det her billede, så er det er jo et, jeg købte hos Diamond Club, og jeg mener, at det blev released sidste år. Ja. Og for mig er det her billede specielt, eller det er noget særligt, fordi det var, da jeg startede med at lave korsting, så var jeg inde og kigge på Heaven and Earth Design, og selvfølgelig inde på Pysatica, og der var det her billede derinde, og jeg var bare helt sådan, det der billede, det skal jeg lave. Når nu jeg på et eller andet tidspunkt skal lave sådan noget counted cross stitch, altså hvor jeg sidder og tæller, og hvor det ikke er tryk på lærredet, eller på stoffet, så skal der det her billede. Og så lavede Diamond Club en release af det, og så sagde nej, så skal det ikke være det, jeg laver. Fordi jeg var meget hellere at lave det diamond painting. Det her var helt klart. Det tænker jeg faktisk, at det bliver hvis jeg skulle lave de to meget forskellige måder at udtrykke på, kunne jeg forestille mig. Og jeg tror faktisk, hvis jeg lavede det her i korsting, så ville jeg nok prøve at lave det i silketråd. Så, men bare heroppe, hvor man kan sige, der har man så valgt at bruge AB-stenene til at give sådan et udtryk af, hvordan lyset ligesom giver genskin i bjergene og i skyerne og sådan. Jeg synes, det er enormt flot. Altså. Jeg valgte i hendes øjne, fordi jeg ville godt gøre lidt sådan, give et specielt skin i øjnene. Og som udgangspunkt er der ikke noget, men så der valgte jeg faktisk at blande AB og sorte krystaller. Og det blev faktisk rimelig godt. Det er ikke noget, man kan se sådan meget tydeligt, men for mig, når jeg står og kigger på det, så giver det alligevel sådan et ekstra genskin. Der er AB-sten i hendes læber, og det giver faktisk en rigtig god effekt, synes jeg. Jeg har valgt at lægge lidt krystaller her i det her hårsmykke, hun har her. Det her er ikke, den her guld her, der er her, er ikke en, der er der fra oprindelsen af. Og så har hun fået, hernede i denne her ting her, heroppe, er der også en lille krystal, en grøn krystal. Og så har de valgt, og jeg tænkte faktisk, jeg havde faktisk lidt, om jeg skulle give hende her i øreringene. Der kunne jeg måske godt have givet en her i midten, sådan en eller anden, enten jeg tror vist nok, jeg har nogen, der er meget lyse i det. Men jeg tror, fordi der er rigtig meget her, altså både heroppe, altså i toppen af billedet, hvor der er ekstra, hvor der er fairy dust, og der er AB-sten, og jeg tænkte nok, det ved jeg ikke nok, det gjorde jeg, for jeg tænkte, at der er de steder, hvor man bruger AB-stenene, der er de meget sådan, hej så! Tak skal du have. Hej, jeg vender lige tilbage til Misk. Jeg blev sådan lige... ja. Jeg skulle lige sætte det i proces, det der navn der, men så kunne jeg godt huske det alligevel. Sorry. Jeg var lige, kender det, man ens tanker bliver lige optaget af noget, og så er der alligevel, der er et eller andet, der en klokke, der ringer sådan lidt, lige det. Og grunden til det, grunden til det er, at vi har haft lidt trolls herinde, og lidt bots og sådan noget, så jeg skulle bare lige... Nå ja, hende ved jeg da godt, hvem er. Den der person kender jeg. Der er ro på igen. Det er desværre noget, som jeg er ikke den eneste, der har den udfordring i øjeblikket. Det er noget desværre, vi er ret plaget af en eller anden årsag. Så har de sæson i øjeblikket, de der både botsene og trollsene. Så det er lidt irriterende, men det var det, hvad det er. Nå, men fordi der er rigtig meget af både AB-sten og fairy dust, så tror jeg egentlig nok, at jeg også sådan, så synes jeg, at jeg skal passe rigtig meget på med, at hvis så oven i det kommer alt muligt andet i, så bliver det måske for meget. Og det vil jeg helst ikke have. Men alt i alt, så synes jeg jo bare, at det er et enormt smukt billede. Altså, og der er ingen tvivl om, at det kommer op på min egen væg. Det vi venter på mig og min væg, det er, at jeg skal få tid nok til at lave, komme videre i mit galleri. Fordi jeg vil jo selvfølgelig ikke hænge noget på væggen, som jeg ved, jeg skal lave video af. Så hun kommer indtil videre, kommer hun over at ligge i bunken sammen med de andre, der venter på at blive lavet video af. Og så, altså håbet er jo lysegrønt. Jeg har godt nok ikke ferie her i den almindelige sommerferieperiode, men jeg har det i september måned. Så jeg satser på, at den ene af ugerne der, hvor jeg holder fri, at der kan jeg lave nogle, kan jeg sætte et par dage af, hvor jeg bare knalder nogle videoer igennem. Fordi det er jo ganske kort video, det er jo ikke mere end 5 minutter, men det er jo stadigvæk de 5 minutter, jeg skal sætte af til at have overskud til det. Jean, hvordan går det? Velkommen til, og undskyld, det blev sådan lidt abrupt, og jeg blev sådan lidt mærkelig i hovedet og sådan noget, men hvad får du tid til at gå med? Laver du noget spændende i øjeblikket? Og også jer andre, hvordan har været? Og her der har vi haft sådan en blanding, af regn og sådan en rigtig en der med bruseren regn, og så sol og blæst. Dansk sommer. Ja, det var det. Det tog mig cirka en måned, eller det tog mig en måned, og det er faktisk lidt usædvanligt. Det vil sige, det har taget mig de her 5 uger. For den her størrelse billede vil jeg sige, der tager det mig normalt 4 uger. Og det er sådan et maks 4 uger. Men jeg har valgt at skrue ned for tempoet. Og det har jeg simpelthen for, at jeg ikke skal brænde ud på det. Også fordi jeg jo har så mange andre ting at se til. Så for at jeg ligesom bibeholder glæden af alle de her ting, så har jeg været virkelig meget omhyggelig med, at jeg kun laver diamond painting, når jeg føler for det. Og jeg er sådan, nu skal jeg hen og lave noget diamond painting. Det bliver sådan, ja okay, jeg bliver også lige nødt til at blive færdig med det her billede. Altså det er ikke der vi er. Vi skal over i det der, nu skal jeg over lave diamond painting. Fordi det her er et rigtig, rigtig flot billede, og det er et, der er meget mig i mange områder, både i forhold til det asiatiske i det, og farverne og sådan noget, så ja. Der. Jeg skulle lige holde øje med tiden også. Sådan der. Og så kommer vi ind i den her mappe, hvor der jo stille og roligt bliver flere og flere, der er færdige, og færre og færre, der mangler det. Så det er jo rigtig godt. Altså det er jo gudskelov en proces, som hele tiden er undervejs, skal jeg til at sige. Jeg vil sige, at mit største nærmer sig mere og mere det, som for mig er et godt tal. Jeg tror nok, jeg er på omkring 30 eller sådan noget nu her, så det er... Og det vil sige, og det kan man sige, da jeg ikke køber særlig mange billeder, så går det jo bare stille og roligt af. Er det godt her, hvad med dig? Jeg har været ude og hente nogle nye... nogle briller! Ja, det er altid lidt... det kan godt være lidt en udfordring at break in nye glasser, skulle jeg til at sige. Og starte med sådan nogle nye briller der, fordi hvis det så er, hvis man er gået meget op, eller meget op i styrke, så kan det godt blive sådan lidt ligesom, når man bliver lidt svimmel eller sådan noget, så ja. Det skal nok gå. Du bliver glad for det i længden. Det er der ingen tvivl om. Det er der ingen tvivl om. Og så her, det har slet ikke noget med håndarbejde at gøre, men lige herinde, jeg startede min stream i dag, så jeg har fået fugle. Mit vildliv i haven betyder faktisk meget for mig. Og de her fugle her, de får majsekugler. Jeg har sådan en meget fin holder, der hænger med de her majsekugler. Og så tænkte jeg, det var underligt. Altså, de er godt nok være sultne. Altså, godt nok ved jeg jo, at de har unger og sådan noget alle sammen. Men alligevel, jeg synes godt nok, at jeg har fulgt den der tit op. Så i dag, og jeg har faktisk taget et billede af det, så sidder der en flagspætte derude. Så kan jeg bedre forstå, at de der majsekugler, de forsvinder. Det er alligevel en rimelig stor fugl, altså i forhold til majsen, ikke? Så sidder der en enorm spætte, en enormt flot spætte. Jeg ved faktisk ikke, om det var en flagspætte, det der, men det tænker jeg, det var. Det kan også godt være, at der var sådan en lidt mere skovspætteagtig ting. Det kan være, at jeg lige skal få slået op. Jeg har faktisk en fuglebog derinde, så det kan være, at jeg lige skulle slå den op en gang. Nå. På mit bord i øjeblikket, inde på den store lysplade, der ligger spring showers inde. Og grunden til, at jeg ikke har taget spring showers med herinde i dag, det er simpelthen fordi, at jeg er tre rækker fra at gøre det færdigt eller sådan noget. Så har jeg bare sådan, nej, og jeg skal ikke lave på det i dag, altså her på understream. Det har jeg allerede bestemt mig for. Så derfor så kommer den ikke på. Men det er, jeg tænker, at den er så tæt på at være færdig. Så næste uge færdiggør spring showers. Og fordi den er så tæt på at være færdig, så skal jeg jo træffe en beslutning om et nyt billede. Og det er her den der picker kom ind, fordi jeg havde sådan lidt, så ville jeg egentlig så havde jeg bestemt mig for, at jeg ville lave Mystery Kit and Stokes. Og så var jeg sådan, jeg kunne også godt lave den der med Randall Spanglers. Der har jeg sådan en, der hedder Gathering of Dragon and Draglings, som er et rimelig langt billede, og sådan, ja. Og så var jeg alligevel sådan lidt, men jeg kunne også bare lave sådan et tilfældigt valg, som jeg egentlig også anbefalede Binge, da han stod i samme situation og spurgte mig i forleden dag, så siger jeg, man kan jo også bare lave sådan en random ting. Så det har jeg gjort, og det den faldt på var faktisk ikke så random alligevel. Jo, det var, men det var egentlig sådan, hvor jeg tænkte, det giver rigtig god mening, fordi det er det her billede her. American Anthem, og jeg har købt det til min mand. Min mand er fødselsdag på fredag, så han får det ikke på fredag. Men derfor kan jeg sagtens lave det til ham alligevel. Jeg kan alligevel ikke lave noget, som han ikke ser på den måde. Det er 84 x 56. Så jeg kommer til at lave det på den her led. Og det kan man gøre, fordi det er et Diamond Art Club billede. Men det ligger i den her kasse, så jeg tænker bare, at vi lige ruller det ud. Jeg har unboxet det som sådan. Så det er bare min opbevaring af billedet. Og min mand er vild med sådan noget rovfugle. Så da den blev release, der var sådan, hvad skal det her i? Du tænker, du godt vil have. Og det vil han rigtig gerne. Så jeg har lavet en med en duehøg på. Det eneste billede, jeg nogensinde har købt på AliExpress, det er sådan en. Så det er, man kan sige, der er 43 farver i, så det er forholdsvis simpelt billede på den måde. Så der er ikke meget konfetti og sådan noget, men det er jo også, der er jo kun et motiv i det. Og så resten er jo egentlig er det altså bare farver, der skal blandes sammen, ikke? Så det er jo ikke sådan, at så jeg tænker, at der sådan er meget... der er ikke mange farver eller noget som helst, men jeg tænker, at det bliver sindssygt flot, når den er færdig. Der er 4 AB-sten i. Og så kan det godt være, at jeg giver den måske lidt ekstra med nogle krystaller eller noget. Det skal jeg ikke kunne afvise. Og der er faktisk både en... der er den der den store, men der er faktisk også lige sådan en herom. Den er jeg lidt spændt på at se, hvordan den kommer til at se ud, når den er færdig. Fordi det er jo sådan sådan er det lidt, når man... Med de her billeder, når man skal lave sådan noget, der er småt i baggrunden, så det, om det så... Altså, kan man så se, om det er der, eller kan man ikke se det er. Hvis ikke du er bekendt med Diamond Art Club lærerne, canvases, lærerne, så kan jeg fortælle, at det her med, at det bukker op, det har sådan en bue herude, fordi det jo selvfølgelig har været rullet sammen. Så hvis jeg bare lader det ligge, som det er her, så vil det ganske roligt slappe af i løbet af natten og være helt fuldstændig glat og fint, når jeg står op i morgen tidligt. Hvis nu vi forestiller os, at det var noget, jeg skulle lave lige nu, så kan jeg vælge og sige, det der, det har jeg ikke tid til at vente på. Og så ruller jeg det, så man bare på den anden led her. Lidt ligesom man gør med papir. Hvis man har været til sådan noget, hvad skal man sige, rund fødselsdag eller sølvbryllup eller sådan noget, kobberbryllup, og man så skal synge de her sange her, så har de jo altid været rullet godt sammen i et stykke tid og puttet ind i sangskjuler. Og når man så skal, for at man skal sidde og slås med det der stykke papir, der selv holder sig sammen, så kan man rulle det den anden vej, og så får man noget, der ligger fuldstændig glat. Jeg kunne også have valgt at lige tage og linde her på den ene side herude i hjørnet, og lægge det fra. Og vi kan så tage det hele vejen hen her, sådan der. Så det er ligesom, så giver man lærret en chance for at slappe af, og så kan jeg køre den tilbage. Det er sådan lidt svært at vise på noget, der faktisk allerede er fladt, ikke? Men I kan sådan lidt godt fornemme, hvad jeg mener. Det jeg faktisk godt kunne gøre nu her, hvor jeg nu står med den sådan her, det var at jeg kunne lægge noget... washi tape på. Eller i hvert fald finde ud af, hvad det er for noget washi tape, vi skal bruge. Og hvis jeg siger nu, jeg ved sgu ikke, jeg synes ikke rigtigt, der er noget, synes jeg kan bruge, så går folk fuldstændig banane. Der kan du ikke, men det kan jeg faktisk godt. Altså de her billeder her for Diamond Art Club har en meget, meget lille klisterkant. Så det er ikke sådan, så, at det er meget, der bliver snavset derude, hvis der man ikke bruger noget til at beskytte den. Men jeg kan nu godt lide at give dem noget derude alligevel, selvom den ikke er vildt stor. Og jeg lærte jo noget, dengang jeg købte de her ruller med washi tape, fordi at jeg skal være så ærlig at sige, at jeg bestilte det på Wish til at starte med. Velvidende, at det nogle gange er sådan en hit and miss. Altså, ja, det der passer meget godt til. Og der lærte jeg noget om, at man skal lige læse omkring de 3 eller 5 cm, 3 eller 5 meter, der er på sådan en rulle, fordi jeg tænkte, at jeg fik dem. Og går nok ikke særlig meget på de der ruller, men så fordi det kun var 3 meter på, for sådan, okay. Men det jeg gør, og grunden til, at jeg bruger washi tape her på mine billeder, det er både i forhold til, at de skal blive for snavset, men det er egentlig også, fordi jeg har fundet ud af, at det hjælper mig en lille smule i forhold til at holde en lige kant. Så skal jeg prøve ikke at bukke mig for meget ned, men lige få hævet mit bord. Nu er jeg jo gudskelov ikke så høj, så jeg kan jo faktisk hive bordet op, så det mere eller mindre er højere end mig. Så jeg kan godt mærke, at når jeg sådan, hvis jeg begynder at bøje mig alt for meget forover, så gør det altså lidt ondt i min nakke og min ryg. Så. Der er også lilla og blå farve af det her. Det bliver rigtig flot, tror jeg. Og så skal jeg have... Nu har vi jo sådan lidt... kørt et stramt budget her i... Det bliver så de første 8 måneder af året, vi har blevet nødt til det på grund af... Eller 7, nej. De første 6 måneder af året, vil jeg sige. På grund af det, der skete med min arbejde, og han blev bortvist alt det der. Men vi er begyndt sådan at kunne se enden på det, og det betyder, at når vi når august måned, så begynder vi at nå en eller anden form for normal, og det glæder mig rigtig meget til. Fordi så kan jeg begynde også igen, og jeg vil rigtig gerne have bestilt nogle rammer. Der er nogle af billederne, jeg har herhjemme, som der skal i rammen. Og det er simpelthen fordi, de skal ind i stuen og hænge, og der synes jeg altså, i vores stue, det hænger, der hører det lidt til. Det er ikke fordi, vi har sådan en sindssygt moderne, flot stue eller noget, men det var sådan lidt, altså, der vil jeg alligevel ikke putte en poster op. Det selv, nu uanset hvor pæn eller flot jeg kan lave den, så synes jeg ikke rigtigt, det hører sig til der. Det er nok blevet for gammel til. Det var noget andet, hvis jeg var ung. Nej. Men det vil jeg. Fordi der er et af dem, der kommer til at starte et, som i forvejen er sådan et lidt ældre maleri, så hvis jeg bare hænger et andet sted i huset, indtil videre i hvert fald. Og så der hænger allerede noget med en ramme. Så har der også sådan, så skal der ikke lige pludselig bare være hænge sådan en plads til et eller andet op med. Tabte jeg nogle frames der. Jeg kan se min tablet herovre, den lige stod og søgte lidt. Jeg skal lige tjekke her med, om jeg har noget åbent. Det har jeg da ikke. Alt er der lukket ned. Og så har jeg har også fundet ud af, hvad jeg... I går der sad jeg lige og kiggede lidt på, hvad jeg skal spare sammen til. Så jeg fandt en bærbar, jeg godt vil have sådan en gamer bærbar. Og Silkeganten. Men det var lige så meget også for at finde ud af, sådan, jeg ved, hvis jeg nu gerne vil have denne her, i den her prisklasse, er det så, hvor god er den så? Så der måtte jeg lige skrive til min gode ven, Rondo, og sige, hey, fordi han har nemlig selv bygget sin egen, så jeg tænker, så har han nok lidt forstand på det. Med denne her computer, hvis jeg vælger, fordi det jo står selvfølgelig på dansk, men specifikationerne er jo lige meget, det kan han jo sagtens læse, uanset om han er, nærmest hvad sprog man læser, ikke? Kan man sige. Det er jo så det, der er fordelen med det her med IT-verden, det er, at der er rigtig meget, der kommer af engelsk udtryk og sådan noget, så det er ikke så forskelligt, uanset hvor vi bor henne. Sådan der. Og det her faktisk, jeg ved ikke, de sidste mange billeder, jeg har lavet, så har jeg faktisk haft glemt det her. Jeg tror, jeg har været så ivrig med at komme i gang, og så er jeg faktisk sådan midt i det hele. Nej, jeg skal også have rushy-tape på. Hvad er nu det for noget? Så, men nu gør jeg det inden. Og så tror jeg, at jeg kitter den op her i løbet af ugen. Det kan godt være, at jeg ikke når at gøre det inden jeg sætter, at det sådan bliver, nu bliver jeg nødt til at kitte den op, fordi nu er jeg blevet færdig med det andet, og det kan også godt være, at jeg bestemmer mig for, at det er noget, jeg gør næste søndag. Samtidig med, at jeg starter billedet op, ikke? Så det kan nu, vi se, ja. Det bliver sådan en... Vi må vente og se ting. Sådan der. Men det faktisk, det passer meget godt. Så. Det er udrykning. Vi har fået ambulance i byen. Der står stationeret oppe i brandstationen, og vi bor ret tæt på brandstationen. Så vi kan komme til at høre lidt flere udrykningskøretøjer med vand til. Nå, så sådan her kommer den til at være med washi-tapen. Det var da ikke sådan ringe valg, synes jeg. Det er så meget godt til. Så det jeg gør, eller det jeg har tænkt mig at gøre, det er, at jeg har tænkt mig at vende den her vej. Og så tager jeg simpelthen og starter det her op fra. Fordi, og grunden til, at jeg godt kan lide at arbejde på den her led, det har lidt at gøre med, at for mig, så det jeg arbejder på en kort led, så bliver rækkerne hurtigt færdige. Det kan godt være, at jeg har flere rækker, men det tænker jeg ikke så meget over. Det er jo meget med det mentale at gøre, når man arbejder med de store billeder, ikke? Og der er nogle, der kommer flere og flere nye til. Og jeg vil sige, hvis man er ny og sidder og lytter lidt til, hvad jeg siger, eller du ser det her på en bot, jamen så vil jeg sige, at et stort billede er faktisk det samme som et lille billede. Det er bare et stort billede, eller bare et lille billede, der er delt op i, hvor man kan sige, det er bare blevet til et stort billede. Så hvis man deler det op i små billeder, og siger, jamen normalt så kan jeg arbejde med noget, der er 40x40 eller 30x30, så er det jo bare en masse små 30x30. Det har rigtig meget med det mentale at gøre i det. Og jeg er ikke nogen superwoman på nogen måde, og det er ikke meget. Det er ikke fordi det er sindssygt nemmere for mig, eller at jeg ikke har nogen mentale udfordringer, derfor kan jeg sagtens gøre det. Og det har noget at gøre med, at jeg har også nået en alder, hvor jeg har fået nogle værktøjer af livet til, hvordan jeg klarer nogle af de her ting. Og det her er ikke mit første håndarbejde. Det er noget, jeg har lavet andre ting, der havde lidt det samme over sig. Og så vil jeg sige, at for mig personligt, at det at lave de store billeder gør, at jeg ligesom kan få lov til at blive den her vibe af at sidde med det. Det var egentlig de første ting, jeg lagde mærke til, da jeg startede med at lave diamond painting, var, at når jeg sad med de små projekter, så var det bare sådan, allerede, så er jeg færdig med det. Hvad skal jeg så lave? Så det her er lige så meget blevet sådan en udgangspunkt for, jamen, så har jeg i hvert fald noget at lave den næste måneds tid med det her billede. Det her er sådan et coverpapir, og jeg køber mine på Wish, og jeg bestiller dem sådan løbende, fordi så har jeg dem bare liggende. Så det er sådan nogle, altså de kan holde rimelig lang tid, vil jeg så sige. Og de her er et slags, man kan bruge på begge sider, men der er en side, hvor den slipper nemmere end den anden, og det prøver man så lidt efter. Den ene, den er mest en voksagtig af dem, og den slipper nemmest på. Så lægger jeg, nu gør jeg det her bare uden på plastik, men normalt så vil jeg rulle plastikken tilbage, og det får jeg se, når jeg starter billedet op. Men så lægger jeg dem selvfølgelig på her. Og jeg vil godt se, her der er plads til 4, det kunne jeg så godt have fortalt jer, fordi det ved jeg sådan næsten efterhånden, at der kan være 4 af de her coverpapirer. Hvis jeg nu skulle vente på den anden led, så skal jeg i hvert fald bruge nogle 10 stykker. Jeg kan godt gøre det på den anden led, fordi jeg har en lightpad, en lysplade, der er stor nok til det. Men jeg foretrækker det faktisk på den her måde. Og jeg vil så også sige, det der så også er i det, det er, at symbolerne på printet, altså printet er så klart fra Diamond Art Club, så at det ikke er noget problem, at de står på den anden led. Og det bliver bare, det jeg gør i starten, det er, at jeg tager bøtterne og vender samme vej som ladervender. Det mindsker ligesom chancen for noget går galt. Men ellers så vender man sig ret hurtigt til at læse de her sidelæns, altså op i hovedet. Og så dækker jeg jo 2 rækker af, sådan så de ligger. Så bliver der bare sådan 2 rækker af det her. Der hvor jeg også prøver de her coverpapirer til, der er 2 andre funktioner, de har for mig. Det er den ene, det er, fordi jeg er venstrehåndet, og fordi jeg kører sådan en zigzag-bevægelse. På et eller andet tidspunkt, man kan sige, når jeg kører den her vej, så afdækker jeg noget her, men jeg har ikke noget, der er lavet. Så det vil sige, risikoen for, at jeg lægger hånden på noget er ret stor. Så det jeg gør nogle gange, ikke så meget i starten, altså fordi så dækker jeg af hertil, og så kan jeg arbejde ude i kanten herude. Og på den måde kan jeg godt arbejde, men på nogle gange på et billede, så er situationen bare, at så ligger der nogle farver herude, men den samme farve ligger måske også her. Og så har jeg et kæmpe mellemrum her imellem, hvor der ikke er noget papir. Eller hvor der ikke er noget, hvor den ikke er afdækket, eller dækket til. Så der tager jeg simpelthen bare sådan et papir her og lægger løst, og så kan jeg have min hånd liggende på, og så sætte sten på den måde. Så det er sådan en anden måde, jeg bruger det her coverpapir på, er simpelthen bare til at have hånden her. Nogle gange så er det også sådan lidt det her med, at hvis jeg har fyldt ikke, hvis nu har fyldt en tredjedel af den her sektion ud, det vil sige, der er noget af det, der er fyldt ud, der er også noget, der ikke er fyldt ud, og så skal jeg måske arbejde inde midt i det hele, hvilket gør, at jeg lidt kommer til at lægge hånden på noget, som der er lim. Jamen så bruger jeg også den her til lige at lægge min hånd på. Så det er sådan, det gør jeg ret. Det bruger jeg lidt tit til. Og så bruger jeg det i forbindelse med, og det her med også at kunne overskue tingene, simpelthen at kunne skærme. Det vil sige, jeg kan godt være, at jeg har sådan en række liggende her af coverpapir, og jeg har fjernet noget af det, fordi jeg skal arbejde. Men så kan jeg måske synes, nu hvis jeg siger, at jeg skal arbejde i det her. Det er et rigtig godt eksempel. Der er sådan lidt forskellige muligheder, man kan arbejde i her. Og der kan man sige, jamen rent farvemæssigt, der minder farven rigtig meget om den anden. Og det kan være svært sådan at skille den ene farve fra den anden farve. Og det her er sådan, det kommer til at ligge. Det er sådan, det vil se ud, når jeg skal arbejde i det. Så jeg godt synes, det er lidt for meget for mig, og min hjerne går lidt død i det. Så tager jeg simpelthen og lægger papiret her. Og så tager jeg egentlig og fylder ud en linje i gang. Altså tager en her. Så hvis jeg nu har bestemt mig for et symbol, så tager jeg det og siger, okay, så kan jeg fylde dem ud. Okay, der er ikke nogen. Og der er nogen. Der er ikke nogen. Der er nogen. Og det kan jeg gøre med det, til jeg sådan har nået igennem halvdelen af farven. Fordi så begynder det ligesom at give sig selv. Og det er en måde, man kan arbejde med de her coverpapir til at gøre. For eksempel, at noget, der man kan blive sådan en smule overvældet af, kan blive lidt mindre. Så det var bare lige et par hurtige råd her. Jeg tror, at det jeg gør, det er, at jeg lader være med at snakke med frøken til. Det jeg gør, det er, at jeg tager og kigger det her op. Formentlig inden søndag næste uge. Og så tænker jeg, at det giver rigtig god mening, at jeg starter billedet, når vi ses igen. Der er 4 minutter til, at jeg skal skifte rundt, og derfor så vil jeg holde en lille pause. Og så tænker jeg, at det vi gør, det er, at jeg tager og snakker om det, jeg har gjort færdigt, og så skal jeg vise det her med korsting, og så kommer jeg til at handle om korsting resten af tiden. Inden jeg går videre, inden jeg går til pause, så vil jeg gerne sige til jer, der er kommet, tusind tak, fordi I er dukket op og vil dele denne her oplevelse med mig, og bare det, at I kommer og støtter mig, og bare er her, det er super fedt. Det er jeg super glad for, og meget, meget taknemmelig. En af måderne, som jeg har tænkt mig at vise det på, det er, at fordi det går lige pludselig op for mig, at jeg er faktisk ret tæt på at nå mit mål af følgere. Jeg har sat et mål, der hedder 200, så jeg har besluttet, og fordi jeg jo godt ved, at når ikke man er så meget på, så kan man heller ikke regne med, at folk nødvendigvis følger en eller opdager en. Så det jeg bestemmer for, det er, at hvis jeg ved udgangen af det her år, det vil sige, når vi når den 31.12., har nået mit mål, eller det vil sige plus 200 plus, tror jeg det hedder, så laver jeg i januar måned, laver jeg en lodtrækning. Og det bliver en lodtrækning om et gavekort til Diamond Art Club, og et gavekort til Orloa. Og måske et gavekort mere. Det har jeg ikke, men der bliver i hvert fald minimum 2 gavekort, og så bliver der måske også et tredje. Det har jeg ikke helt bestemt mig for. Og det bliver så nogle gavekort, fordi at jeg vil gerne have, at det skal være alle, der skal få muligheden for at deltage. Jeg vil helst have så lidt med selve udsendelsen, eller udsendelsen af de her forskellige præmier at gøre. Og så kan man få det, man gerne vil have. Diamond Art Club for mig er selvskrevet, fordi at jeg er en rigtig stor fan af det, og fordi selvfølgelig Diamond Painting fylder meget i år. Men samtidig så har jeg det også sådan, at jeg synes også, at hvis man nu ikke lige er til Diamond Painting, så kunne Orloa faktisk være en rigtig god, et godt alternativ, fordi det, de har både de har korstingen, og de har eller broderi, og de har puslespil, og de har også noget malebøger, tror jeg. Og så har de noget pixel art også. Så de har altså forskellige, de har lidt mere end Diamond Art Club sådan i forskellige ting. Og de har også Diamond Painting selvfølgelig. Og så var min tanke faktisk måske også at tage fat i Jonas fra Norse Alchemist. Men det var mest sådan, jeg tror nok godt, man kan lokke ham til at dreje faktisk andet end til Diamond Painting Pens. Fordi det mener jeg faktisk, han har gjort før. Men det bliver nok primært folk, der vil have sådan en. Jeg legede også lidt med tanken om måske at sætte et Diamond Painting Kit på højkant. Men nu må vi se. Altså, roligt nu. Det vigtigste for mig, det er egentlig, at jeg tror, at man kan sige, udgangspunkt det bliver, at det er Diamond Art Club eller Overlover. Det er sådan de to ting. Eller de to shops, jeg vil gå med til at starte med. Og så må vi se, altså hvis det er et eller andet med, at nu ser jeg 200 plus, og så jeg havner på 500, ja, det er selvfølgelig klart, så får den ekstra gas. Men det tænker jeg ikke, det kommer til at ske. Og jeg har med vilje tænkt mig at lave det der i januar, fordi så er mit helt klare formodning, at jeg på det tidspunkt har en computer, hvor jeg kan lave et setup, så jeg bare skal trykke på en knap mere eller mindre, lige justere lidt i måske kodeordet eller et eller andet, og så trykke på en knap, og så kører vi. Altså det er sådan, det foregår op i mit hoved, men det kan ikke med den computer, jeg har nu, det er helt sikkert, det går, det med brækser. Så, men det er i hvert fald det, som der er i gryden lige nu, i forhold til, at det er sådan lidt mere spændende, tænker jeg. Og der er I jo selvfølgelig også velkommen til både at deltage og fortælle om det, og ja. Så det håber jeg, at I vil være med til, når den tid der er tømt. Og jeg mangler sådan set kun 9 følgere til det, så det er ikke fordi det er et uoverskueligt antal. Og der er jo trods alt et halvt år til, så jeg tænker faktisk ikke, det er umuligt, at vi, når vi når januar måned næste år, at vi så kan sige yes. Så lave en giveaway på det, og også hvor jeg måske vil streame lave en lidt længere stream. Det bliver ikke en 12 timer stream, det er helt sikkert, for det har jeg simpelthen ikke energi til, medmindre jeg sidder måske og spiller eller andet, men umiddelbart nej, så bliver det ikke en, fordi det med min krop også være sådan lidt, det kommer til at straffe mig for hårdt på, så ja. Men nu skal vi lige holde en pause. Jeg skal ud og finde noget at drikke. Og besøge det lille hus. Og så ses vi lige om lidt igen. Så det var lige godt pokkers. Jeg ville gerne finde noget, der var lidt bedre end det der. And sorry, it did take a bit longer, but now I'm here. Hang on. There you go. Okay. The computer said strange things. I don't know. Okay. Hello, and if you just joined me, welcome into Pia's Creative Corner. My name is Pia, and today it's Sunday, and I just had an hour in Danish, and now we're going to the English part, and yeah, we're going to, hang on, I'm just gonna turn the music just a tad down, place it on there. So I just needed to go and fix me something to drink, and you know, things tend to evolve sometimes, and what you think is just an easy fix is not. And my dog is a bit, I think because my hubby went to work yesterday, and it did take the whole day. It was not supposed to, but it did. And my dog today, because my hubby just went for to do the groceries, he shopped for groceries. He's kind of a bit worried, I think, if his dad's gonna be away the whole day too now. So so he's just he get clingy every time I just he sees me. Oh, mom. I'm like, yeah, I'm here. He knows where I am. Okay, hang on. The plan for today is I'm gonna show you and talk a bit about the finish I did, the one with the songs under the cherry tree, and then I'm gonna talk about my cross stitch stand that I bought, and I'm gonna do some cross stitch today. That is the plan. Let's see how it goes. And the reason why I say it like that is because I do battle a bit with some pain in my neck and my upper back today. And it's been really a mess, and I was very close to just not stream today. But on the other hand, it's like if I just move and not sit too much in the same position, it's kind of okay. So I'm gonna stand for the most of the stream today, I think, and then just maybe do, I want to see if I can do the cross stitch. I might not be able to, and we're gonna do something else, but, and that's just to say it might also be a bit of a shorter stream depending on how my body is reacting. So did I cover everything now? I think I did. So I did go, I've almost finished my cup of coffee. I'm just gonna do the rest of it, and then I bought some snacks. I didn't even need my snacks because I wasn't that hungry. Okay. We've had some really bad weather today. I think it had rain when you know when it rains, like someone is turning on the showers really on the high note, so it's like the same. It's been raining today, and it's really like a short period of time, but it's really intense, and then after that it clears up and sun is shining and maybe a bit of wind. So I was like, should I put the clothes out, my laundry is out? But yeah, I did, because it is, you know, covered by a roof, so it's only if it's too windy, it's gonna blow dirt into the clean clothes. So, but for the rain part, and I was watching it raining, so it was really like a shower, so there was no wind to blow anywhere. So okay, what else? I was just thinking if there was something I should do before we jump right into it. Let's just jump into it. So I'm gonna go with this one. And now I did put away most of the data on it, And if you're listening, if you're hearing any kind of birds in the background, it is because there are birds on my porch, and they're not. It is an adult that is fussing over one of the small ones. So yeah, it's a whole drama thing going on out there. I can see that. I love it. So yeah. I'm feeding them these small balls, and I have them in like a holder. And earlier this week, I was kind of wondering, because it was a bit of puzzling to me. I thought they were eating them quite quick. Usually they will last for a week, but I've been giving them twice this week, so I was like, what the hell is actually going on? And today I got I finally solved the puzzle, because I think it's because of the woodpecker that's actually been eating up it. Apparently it's a young bird. It looks very young, but so I think I just figured out there's some easy food here, and it just hangs really easy. It doesn't even have to work really hard to get anything to eat. So yeah. Okay, back to this diamond painting. So I hope everyone is doing okay and is having a good day. It's Sunday, and yeah, I hope life is treating you well. I for one is in believe that my decision about not streaming Thursday and Friday, just for a while at least, is the best I did, because I have so much more energy and, you know, just feeling for going live, and doing these random unplanned lives where I stream for a couple of hours is also a really good solution. It's temporary, because I really want to go back to a schedule, because at the end of the day I thrive in schedules, but I can't do it at the moment. It's too hard, and it's finding the balance between not feeling I'm letting anyone down and still, you know, taking care of myself. So back to the picture. The picture is called Songs Under the Cherry Tree, and it's by Chris Ortega. It has 60 colors with 4 AB stones and 2 fairy dust drills. It is with square drills, and is bought at Diamond Art Club. It is one of those, like, I usually would say it's a 50 by 70, but it's a 55 by 78 centimeters, or it is 22 inches by 31 inches. So yeah, I have put some crystals in, but not many. I was bit of thinking of doing here with the earrings, but then on the other hand I was like, maybe not, because I really want to not do too much and keep a lot. I still want to be faithful to the idea from the artist and from Diamond Art Club. So and then I still want to do a bit of me in it. So I have done here with the hair accessories, and with this one here I just did a bit of a one here, just a single crystal, and it's really not something that is like a lot you can see, but I know it's there, and I think I can see it, but yeah, I think it's, at the end of the day, it's maybe more for me and for my sake than for anyone else. I really like the way they have done with the lips. There was a bit of a hiccup in like a pixel mistake or something, so I did change the colors around a bit just to make the lines a bit more even out. I think it was a mistake, to be honest, but it's also a bit hard to see, because it's, again, one thing is to see it very close, and then if you step back, it might look like different. But I can see now, when I look at it now, it's more, I think it makes more sense. So I'm always impressed by the way you can, how they render the picture, when it comes to the facial expressions, and how the shadows, you can use the colors for building up, like for instance here, where her collarbone is. When I look in the camera, it looks so much more defined than when I look at it really close. So this makes so much sense, that they made it this way. I did put in, again, I put in a bit of some black crystals and some ABs in here, and it's just when I look at it from my perspective, not through the camera, it gives just a bit of a sparkle in the eyes when the light or the sun is shining on it. So all in all, it's a really good picture, beautiful one, and I'm really happy about it. It's something very special to me. Special because I really original. When I first time I saw it was on Heaven and Earth design, and I wanted to do it as a cross stitch, and it was something I was always were in the back of my mind. And then Diamond Art Club did this release, and I was like, I'm gonna do it in diamond painting. I will have to find another picture to do in cross stitch. This one I'm gonna do in diamond painting for sure, because I was really convinced that it would be absolutely amazing, and it is. It looks adorable, I think. And then again, I like the fact that this is a picture, even though it is a bit like typical traditional Asian / Japanese expression, it's still, or Chinese, it's still maybe it's more Chinese, to be honest. It's still in Asian, and it's not like it's not that far from reality. It's not that far from reality. I would wish that you would find, like, you can find pictures with Asian people in, but then it would be like geishas, or they would be dressed in traditional clothes, like the small Korean girl I did. And I wish there would be like a bit more, because we're so different in shape and size in the Asian community too. So not all of us look like her, for instance. I remember, and I finally found out why I do look a lot different than the Asian people I meet, a lot of them at least. When I grew up in Denmark, there wasn't that many that was adopted, and not from Korea either. I think most of them came in the 80s, 90s, and so and when I grew up, I just looked at, when I saw other people that was Asian, they looked so different than me. Then a couple of years ago, it's been more than a couple, it's a long time now, I think it's at least 8 years ago or something, I did get, I got a DNA test, and it shows actually that there's a lot of Japanese blood in me, or genes. So I'm 100% Asian. So I'm not like a mix of Asian and Caucasian, for instance, like after the Korean War, where the American soldiers went home from Korea. Some of them left some gene pools behind. I'm not that part of that. I am 100% Asian. But I'm not 100% Korean actually. I'm more like I'm 90%, 95 I think it is, I am Japanese or from the Japanese area. And I think that makes so much sense because I am wider in my head and in my jaw structure than the usual ones I see. Um, One girl actually asked me one time if I came from Singapore, I think it was, or was it Hong Kong maybe? Because she thought she has been working there, and she was like, "You look a lot like the people I was working with," and that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. So that was a sidetrack. Sorry. Now back to the serious thing. As some of you might know or remember, I am doing some cross stitch, and I got a new box for this instead of my basket. This is a bit easier for me to have in my couch, and I can use it as a small table on top of it. So I can just have this and I can put, for instance, this or my cell phone or something else on top of it, and it's standing next to me. So I found out that that was a really good solution for that. So, but I'm doing some cross stitch, and I am working on this picture. Hang on. This here, it is stamp cross stitch, and this is a picture I'm working on, and I'm actually working up here. Now up here. This is where I'm at, so I'm like working on this section here, like so. So I'm a bit over the half of the way, so yeah. And it's stamp cross stitch, and that means that it's already printed on the canvas or the cloth. You buy it as a all-in-one kit, I would say, like the diamond painting kit. So there's the floss, there's also needles, there's thread in there, and I think, was there? No, there was not. It was with the Amazon kit. There was a protector for, oh, or was there protector for a finger? Oh, never mind. So I bought these, and this is just because it would, when the way it came with the floss is this is in this. So it's not like this is a bad thing, because it holds the thread really good, but when you start out, there's a lot of floss here, and it felt like a big thing for me to sit and unwind every time I needed one strand. So what I did was I bought these, and all of these are the colors I'm working on. Not actively, but it's like, you know, so these, what's on here is, I haven't touched anything. Here that could be missing a strand in one of you know, one of the bigger collect bunches here. So I know these are like broken, and I am going to use them all up on before I do take another part. So yeah. I did run out at one point of one color, and what I did was, instead I was actually gonna write to Oilo and ask for a new one, but I decided just to go down, because we do have places in the neighborhood. I would almost say not far from here, around 30 minutes drive, where I can buy DMC color coded floss. So yeah, and it's actually really good quality, the ones I bought, I could see. So that's how I did it, and you get both the stamp, and then you get this with the ledger on. There's a ledger here with the codes on the cloth, and on the other side it's the code with the whole pattern, and you can find the whole pattern here. I can show you this. So here it will say, you can see all of the parts So I'm not allowed to show the whole pattern, so you can't see that. But so, and it is a help because you can't always see what on the stamp part, what symbol or the color it is. So it has been really helpful for me, I think. Not saying that I might have still done a couple of mistakes. What I did in the beginning was, because just my hands are not really good, so I did buy this one, but holding the project in the hands are not good for me, and it gets a bit heavy and things. So I did buy a cheap mount, stand to mount it on Amazon. And my problem about it was that when it got too heavy. So because the more floss I got on the cloth, the heavier it got, and it kind of just because it was like a hand holding it, so it just like really got really heavy. So and I wanted something a bit bigger than just a bigger hoop. So what I got was, I did go on Etsy and I did a lot of research there. I did find different stands, and I found one that was called Elan, which is bought in America or made in America, and it was a fortune. It cost me a fortune if I was gonna have that one. I might end up buying, as I recall it, you can actually buy a like a frame one, because the one I was looking at in the beginning and the one I seen, for instance, Rachel Ray use, is like for the hoop, so you can use it for hoop or for the Q snap, and it's just like an arm holding one, but I actually really like to have it up like on a frame, I discovered. So what I did, I bought from Ukraine. I actually thought it was from Croatia, but it's not. It is from Ukraine. And now we're a bit challenged because I need to show you. So this is how it looks. This is how it looks like, the part. So now here you can see how it is with the cloth sitting, the frame here. The foot or this part of it is the one I'm gonna remove in a minute. But there's a lot of movable parts or adjustable parts, and that means that the bad thing about that is that it can get a bit wobbly, like it's not seem stable. But what I discovered is that I'm just gonna have to, when I'm done adjusting, I just need to tighten the thing a bit harder, not too hard of course, but just a bit more, and be careful in the beginning when I work with it that they are just tightening off. So what you can, this is the one, and this is the one, I'm using this as it is, you see it here, as I'm sitting in the couch, then I'm using it like this, when I'm sitting facing this way. My husband put it together and he actually turned the legs the other way around, but the thing is, the way I sit with it, if I do that, I do it tend to keel over the wrong way. So, but it's a thing I think that you can do as you please, because it's so individual how you will use this kind of thing, and that is the huge plus about this, that you can actually adjust it to suit you. I have ordered two things to hold, or I can place out here on the canvas, that you put on the on the cloth here, and then you would adjust it out here, so it will keep the cloth straightened this way. I've actually used the Q-snap, the ones you snap on, because I'm never going to use a Q-snap, the frame. Never say never, but so far never. But I used it for this, so I put it on so I could roll the cloth on these rollers. I'm still a bit challenged about that, so there's still things I'm trying to figure out how to do with the things or the setup I have. So I'm gonna place this down here, and then I have this is the part I'm gonna use if I'm gonna put it. I'm not gonna put it on, but if I'm gonna put this, if I put this on, here where I will change this is the part I'm gonna change. So if I do that, I can put this on, and I will move these feet down here to this part, and it will be a thing I can put on the floor. As it is now, I'm not gonna use it like that because I don't have a chair where I can sit good in it. And I've tried different chairs, and it's a struggle because I have very short legs, and yeah, it's a thing. So I'm not gonna use that one. But as I said to my husband, I don't know how wood looks like in 6 months or 1 year, and then I might have a chair where it would fit perfectly. So I'm gonna put these on, and I'm just gonna say that this is only my second time doing it, so I might not do it the right way the first time, so just bear with me. And when I put them on, I'm gonna adjust again. So I might just put the BRB scene on and just adjust it, and you will hear me tinker around, and then I will be coming back because the camera will be shaking and stuff like that. But I'm just going to show you how I take it off at least. So this is mine now because it fits perfectly. So I think that one of the things is that you need to have a place where you can, save these things, because there's a lot of small parts, to be honest, that I can lose if I'm not careful about having a place to place it. So that's just the thing I need for me to be careful about, but that's not for everyone, So now we've got both down, and I'm just gonna, Hey. Do I need a glue? No, it was. Okay. So, like so. So it's not a big, of course there's some you need to be a bit handy thing, but it's not a big thing. It's not, you don't have to do a lot, but you do have, there's a bit of a, assembling and disassembling and thing. But it's not, it's not like I have to do a lot. That's not how I see it anyway. I think in the future, if I'm going to do something with the cross stitch, I'm gonna do like, I'm gonna prepare so I have assembled in already, and I'm just gonna, you know, so I just can put it on. Okay, this is the part I'm just going to, whoops. I'm just going to put the BRB's scene on, so because the camera is going to shake and I'm not going to make you sick. So you will hear me do a bit of mumbling and everything, but I'll be back just in a minute. Hang on. Okay, we are all ready. Oh, didn't take that long. So, come on. There you go. Okay, so now I have mounted on the table. This is a different way to mount it, so I'm just gonna move these so they're not gonna confuse anyone. And it's actually, to be honest, the first time I'm gonna work with it on the table. Thank you, Ula. It is actually. So just gonna adjust the camera just a tiny bit so I get a bit closer. So, and there's light in it. I'm just gonna tilt this. Hang on, so you can see it. So this is not the light from the room. This is actually a light that is mounted in here, that is on the frame itself. And we have been talking about, oops, let's see if I can show you again, because this is one of the things that I was a bit, this is one of the only thing I was a bit not satisfied. This one is like a round thing, and I want to have like a square one, so I can put a floss solder on it. And I want to have another kind of light on just as a extra light, because this light can actually be a little bit too much sometimes. So just as an alternative, I really want another one. So, but it's not, it's really not big of a deal. And as it is now, I use this for having like this is my needle threader I have here. I hang on it. And when I'm in my my chair in my my room, in the living room, I will be having like my scissor will be hanging from it too. I have this one, you know, and but I could use this one too. And have it like just available, so when I sit in my couch I will have it just handy, just because it's a different kind of setup than I'm used to, so so sometimes you need to find new ways to do the things. So now I'm ready, I think. As I said, I haven't been doing anything crossed with it like this, so I need to find a way to do it now. Like I need another chair, table, just a small one, because this one is, because this one, the frame here, the stand is actually quite a bit away from me as it is, where I'm usually sitting with it on the table, so it's so much closer. So I might be doing differently next time, but I want to try it out and see how it is for me to work with, to be honest. And the good thing is I can actually sit really, I can adjust my my table really low, but I can have this, my work height with the frame and all that is actually quite high, so I don't have to like be hunched over my my work as much as I used to, so that's quite good. So now I just need to see. So this is just a way of just checking how my camera angle is. Hang on. Oh, so what are we working with? There will be, I think this week or next week, it's gonna arrive some new cover, no, needle minders for me. So what am I gonna work with today? The only thing when I do the whole swimming thing for me is like I think it's a bit hard for me to find the right light, but that might be just, you know, that I need an extra light that I can point a bit more. uh, the one that is sitting now is more like facing the light direction is like not on the project, so to speak. It's more like parallel, where I need a choice where I can be more like so I can maybe at least adjust the angle a bit. So that's what I hope I can do with the one I want to have my husband make for me if I'm lucky. Right now I'm just battling a bit whether I should do the cross stitches all or not, because it does, my back is killing me a bit, but if I find a good position here, it might be possible. It should be possible. And I will say it was, it completely has fulfilled all of my wishes for what I need, I think. Because I wanted something I could use when I stream, and I wanted something I could use when I'm sitting in the couch, and this I can do both, and that's, for me, that is the perfect solution. So let's see. So it's not that much I've been doing crafting today. I've actually just been talking and showing off. So if you're new to my channel and you're stopping by and thinking, what the actual, usually I will be doing a little bit more in the crafting things. I will, before, I have had like a routine where I would be doing 2 hours of diamond painting, and then I would be 2 hours of something else. And I'm not saying it's not gonna happen, but I might be, if I am gonna do something with 2 hours and 2 hours, it might be I'm doing 2 hours cross stitch, and then usually I would have like a break between after the 2 hours, and then I might be using that for changing things around and do some diamond painting. The thing for me is that because my diamond painting is gonna be like changing position, so it's not my primary crafting thing. The cross stitch is going to be, I am going, oh, welcome back, Jean, welcome back. The cross stitch is going to be my prime thing. So, and I think at one point I do see myself having like 1 or 2 projects of diamond painting a year maybe, and then I will have to do a lot of other things. I'm not going to let it go completely, the diamond painting, because I really like it, and I do have a project that is just hanging around at the moment. I'm not real. It's my conversion thing, and it's not like that I don't like working on it, because I really do. But I think in a way, because I started the stamp cross stitch, I got caught up in that, and I'm kind of stuck there. So I see that for me the conversion thing is like, it's gonna be a year more. I started last year, and it's gonna be something I'm gonna be doing over the next 2 or 3 years probably, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna force it, because I'm not gonna get anything good out of forcing myself in working with something, you know, and that's, at least that's what I've learned lately is that if I do force myself, I'm just gonna go in a burnout situation where I'm just ending up really don't have the energy for anything. Um, so, and it is a hobby. This is not work. This is not something that pays anything. On the contrary, this is a thing I use a lot of money on, and so it's gonna be something I would have to. It's gonna be something I do because I like it and because I want to do it. It's not because I have to do it. That thing I think that's a very very important way for me to see the difference between the two of them. Because okay, let's see if I say no. Hang on. I want to do the Zoom thing, but I know that I did Zoom it all up last time I did the stream, so I'm just gonna. Oh, it didn't say. It didn't say. I thought it said back and it said look. That's because I'm so far away. Maybe I should take the. Oh, maybe I should take the chat a bit close on me because I can't see it. Jesus, Pia. Thank you for the lurk, Jane. It's me. It's all me. Sorry. Oh God. That's better, I think. Yeah. Mm, there you go. So I'm trying to take a seat on my phone. Maybe I can see it a bit better there. But actually read what it says. Oh man. Wow. I can see it says look now. Now that I know what it says, I can actually see it. Jesus. That is so human, isn't it? Okay. I didn't get to tell this on my Danish part of the stream. So for the Danish followers, I'm so sorry. I forgot all about it. Yeah. And Ulla's like, what did Albert do yesterday? Because I actually promised I was going to tell about Albert on the Danish part. And I forgot all about it. I'm so sorry. But I am going to tell about it. It's because I didn't get around to do anything. I was so caught up in the whole kid and what I'm doing now, what I'm going to do next and all that. So, but we had the most amazing ride, and the reason why I actually wanted to tell my Danish followers about it was because I did see a video on YouTube, and it's called Discover the Horse or something, where a lady is traveling the world to see to ride different breeds, and she has been in Denmark, and one of the breeds she actually rode was one called Frederiksborg, or Frederiksborg. And it is an old Danish breed, and they are beautiful. They look amazing. And when I saw that video, I'm like, that looks exactly like the one I'm riding on, Albert. So I actually asked my riding instructor, who also owns the horse. She's like, yeah, he is a Frederiksborg. And that accident actually, like, it wasn't something I was thinking about, but we had such a good time. And she said, you are riding him so good, so he's like just really curving that head in a natural bend and lifting the legs so high in a very, so he looks so royal when you ride him, so majestic. And that's not some, I mean, I was just caught up in I was actually more caught up in just enjoying my ride than I was like trying to do anything. And I think actually that's where you get the most, because it comes in natural. It's not something you're forcing. It's actually something that comes really natural. And it comes natural for this breed. They do it by when they are really feeling that thing. So we had this amazing ride, and he was quite fresh without being too much. And we're still working on the transitions. I have been battling a bit about, in Western riding they have something called, or we have something called jog. And I was like, is jog and trot the same? Because I'm seeing all these videos, but I'm not sure how to translate all of the English expressions into Danish. So because I'm really fascinated about all these riding techniques, and I want to be a better rider. So if anyone of the videos I see will be able to show me how, or give me good tips. The thing is just that most of the videos I've seen so far, I haven't seen everything on YouTube, but most of the videos I've seen so far, they are like telling how to do this or that by eights, and that means by either the whip or the spurs. And I'm not a fan of any of them. I really just like to do things, or to make the animal, or to make the horse feel so happy that they do what comes natural, and then emphasize that. So but and the thing is, with a lot of things they're talking about, I'm like, but I'm already doing that, so I just don't know that I'm doing that. So I think for me, it yesterday was like, I had this moment where everything just came together, and I was like, okay, now I know for sure where I am, like in my technique with the writing, and that it's all about the small things, and I just need to keep on moving and working and believing in me. I think the biggest challenge I have been facing with my writing is that because I have had so many setbacks because of my back operations, I kind of lost the believing that I actually are capable of moving my riding skills. And what I see now is that all the hours I have been working with a big black horse she had when I started riding at her place, um, they really paid off. And of course, the other horses I've been riding, but because the black one, had so many similarities to the one I'm riding now, Albert. I think that really helps me when I'm on the back of Albert. And the thing is, and that's actually something they talk about, is that the Frederiksborg, Frederiksborg, they are like really friendly horses, and they want to be with humans, and they want to work with humans, and they're calm, and that is something that is very his brand out there, is that he's so calm, and he's like friendly, and even though he's big, you're not afraid of being on the back of him, because he's not gonna run off with you in that sense. He's just gonna, he's just very, very, and I don't need to do much to put him in trot or jog or whatever. I just the balance is that to start him and just to keep him in that low pace, and that's where I am right now, to try and keep him there, because it's not a problem to start him, but if I do it too much, for instance, if I open my hands too much, he will jump into it, and it needs to be a flow where he just nice and calm would go from one pace to another pace. So that is what happened, and that was why it was so special, and that was why I wanted to tell on the Danish part, because the Frederiksborg was like a bit of special thing. So that's what happened over there. But he really, and I will say, Albert gives me the urge to want to work with horse, and the horse language, and because he has a lot to give. I think with the Caesar Milan, which is a person I admire a lot when it comes to the dogs, he usually say you don't get the dog that you want, you get the dog that you need, and I think there's a big truth in that. And I think I am Albert is just the horse I need. He's also a horse I really want, but he is a horse I need. Oops. Let's see. Did I? No. I didn't. So that was what happened with Albert. And he is really, really cute. I didn't get to say hi to the young one, Picasso, because I needed to get home to my dog yesterday, and I had a telephone appointment with a good friend. So, and my husband was at work, so I needed to be home. I couldn't just rely on him taking care of the dog. So yeah. Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna have bite of a snack, I think. Mm. But there's not that many purebred Frederiksborg left in the world, so they are kind of rare. There are a bit more that are like mixed. Albert is a mix between Frederiksborg and Hannoveran. I don't know how you say that in English, but that's his German breed. Um, but he looks a lot like the Frederiksborg, and he's a bit bigger. I think, and at least that's what my riding instructor told me, that he is bigger. But those YouTube videos with the one with the girl or the lady that is traveling the world to ride different horse breeds, I've been watching a couple of them, and I think they're a bit intriguing because she actually gets to ride some really big horses, and I like big horses. Um, and they and she rides two, three different breeds, Danish breeds. We have the Frederiksborg, the Knapstrupper that is the one that looks like Pippi Longstocking, her horse, the spotted one. And then there is the the big Jude. No, not Jude. The big, what do they call it? The Jutland horse or something? I think it's called. It is a big working horse. But also a horse you can ride on, like use it for trips in the forest and stuff like that, because they're so calm. And then I saw one from I can't, was it from Ireland? Oh, oh well, maybe Scotland with its Shire horses, where they use them for fishing. I didn't know that. It was for prawn fishing, or prawning as they call it. Apparently an old tradition in the area, where the horses would drag the prawn fishing tools things over the across the beach, and so they would drag the prawns with them. So it looks really, it's something that it's not very many that does it that way today. So it was a whole thing. It was a whole thing. But I like it that people are keeping keep the traditions alive. I really like that. Usually, but a lot of time, uh, those kind of traditions will die. You know, when the grandparents or so, because the young ones don't want to be wet or cold or whatever. Okay, what did I do with the? Never mind. um, like in Korea, in the south, very south part of Korea, there's a small group of islands, and the biggest one is called Jeju or Jeju-do. They are famous for their fishing, diving fishing women that like free dives. Hey, Stila, welcome in. Third time's a charm. iPad needs to update. I can finally chat. I was wondering what you were up to. Hey, Stila, how you doing? How long did you stay with Miss Coffee? Because she was streaming like almost 24 hours. Living in the little circle world while my device was like, maybe. I cut out around midnight my time. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think I saw her. I just popped by around 4 or 5 my time, and then I was like, I'm too tired for this, and then I went back to sleep. Took a couple more hours, 3 I think it was, to be honest, and then I was like, okay, now I'm ready to get out. Good morning, Miss Coffee. I'm like, I'm so impressed that she can stay awake. What is that? What is that? I was supposed to go fishing with my youngest this morning, but way too windy. Oh. Ule was surprised that she was streaming for so long yesterday. And it's not just because of the game, because it's not unusual. She would do like a 12-hour stream. And my feeling with it is she actually likes it and thrives in it. kids are out of school, so she stays all longer. Yeah, of course, yeah. Absolutely. And and that's no doubt about she does. And I mean, that I know so far is she's doing it because she think it's funny and she likes it. Otherwise, she wouldn't be doing it. That's for sure. Hmm. Hmm. Small, I think it's a one. Could it be just that? Yeah, it could actually be that. It is just that. Yeah, it is. Ulla says, but I think it was really nice being with her yesterday. She's working on some good paintings, yeah. Yeah, the one she's done herself, and now she got it made to diamond painting. That's amazing. I want to make that one. I mean, I'm gonna go completely broke when I reach the month of August, cause the thing I'm gonna buy, the things I'm gonna buy. Oh, still, I almost didn't come online today or stream today because I actually are battling a bit with my neck and upper back. Um, it wasn't so bad that I couldn't ride yesterday, and I was kind of, well, then how bad can it be? But it actually got worse over the day, and I had to walk the dog and everything. I think kind of, it triggered a bit too. The long story short, my husband went to work yesterday like extra overtime, and in my mind, I said, he asked me, kind of asked me, he said, this is what they offered me, and I was like, you decide. What I didn't have to like, what I didn't thought of was that it was actually quite a bigger project they had to work. So he went, he left like 7 a.m. and he came back like 10:30 p.m. So he was away most of the day, and so I had a lot. I did have a lot to do, with the dog and everything. So I was like just sitting most of the day with my heating pad and rubbing the shoulders and the neck as far as I could reach in, some numbing cream so I could just, it was a mess. You know how it is, Tina, but who's complaining? So I was like, how bad is it today? And I did get a good night's sleep, at least. That is a big thing, you know. So, so I think that was why I was like, okay, I can do the stream, and I'm not going to sit all 4 hours crafting, I'm gonna talk about different things and stuff like that, so it might not be that bad for my back. Um, so yeah. So I am for sure not gonna do anything today when I'm done in here. I'm gonna go in and sit in my couch, be like with pillows and a heating pad and like serve me. Because and the thing is, I can't get a physio an appointment with a physio like tomorrow. I know it's gonna take like 3 weeks or so before I can get an appointment, even though you know, it is quite kind of quick, because I really want to I want to go up here close to where I live. I feel I had a bad week with my back last week. Yeah, it's just a mess. I hate it I hate it here. I hate it in here. I hate it but I do. I really hate it when it's like that, because there's so many things I just can't do, and it's just getting easily into a bad circle where, because I tend to tense up when it hurts, and then it hurts more, and then I tense up, and then it hurts more, and you know. So I know I need to get to a physio, and hopefully they will be able to help me, so I can kind of relax again. It's only when I do certain moves with my left side, and of course it's my left side, the side I use the most. Of course it is. Life hates me. I just concluded that. Life hates me. I think the hardest thing with my setup now is I actually have a big area I can do the stitch on, and I do tend to jump a bit more, you know. So I was actually thinking of getting like a you know, a cloth or something I could hide things behind, so I wouldn't jump as much around, but I'm not sure it's gonna help anything at the end of the day. So maybe I'm just gonna grow up and do the thing. Whoops. Whoops. That didn't go very well. But I really, really like working with the frame, and the fact that I can work in a frame really suits me well. And it is much more reliable, this system, I think, than the other one. But the other one was okay. I mean, it was what it was, and you get you can't get everything, you know. Sometimes you get what you pay for, you know, so. So yeah. So, but I could see that on my AliExpress alerts that I should get the cross stitch I ordered not long ago with silk thread. I should get next week. That is quite quick, I think, if that is the case. We will see, but it should be in Denmark and be clear of customs and everything, so it should actually be on kind of its way. But I'm always like, yeah, let's see. I know if I order from the from Wish, which is very much like Temu, for instance. They collect and you like order several things. They will do a bit of a collect the things, and then they will deliver the whole thing. And actually it's a quite a good company that is like responsible for the whole delivery thing, so it's not, I'm a bit surprised, because usually they will, when they are landing in the country, the things from Wish, they are actually delivered quite quickly. So, and I will say that after the new company is like doing the whole delivering thing, there's not that many things that get lost. Not for me anyway. I did have a period where the what do you call it, the state's owned delivery company, when they had to do it, there was a lot of times they wouldn't even, there wasn't gonna be any delivery. They were just gonna be lost. So, and a couple of times I got some things that I hadn't ordered that kind of someone else longer down the road did. So it was a wrong delivery. I was like, I didn't order that. And it's not every time you look really close on the address, because you just kind of assume that they will deliver it the right way, the right address. But so after that happened a couple of times, and seeing that they hadn't ordered anything I could use for anything, it's like, okay, never mind. I'm gonna look very close. But now they get like, we'll get like a bunch. If it's a lot of small things, for instance, you will get them all in one bunch instead of in 10 small packages. So it's okay. For some reason, I think it's because the few times I have been using AliExpress, they have been having really long delivering times, and they are having like they have like an estimated time of 30 days, and then it's like if your packages or your order hasn't arrived within that, you can do like a claim or something, and then you can, if you're lucky, you will get your money back. It's like, okay. Okay, I am just stitching some completely different place at the camera. I'm so sorry. Let's see, I'm here. I'm like, oh yeah, I just went over here. Sorry. Oh, Springbringer. Oh yeah, I could actually talk about that while I do stitch. I am so I was I finished the one from Christiga, and I will be finishing Spring Showers by Reynolds Spangler next week. Unless my bag is going completely crazy and will be like, I will be bedridden, I will be finishing it, because I can do almost like a row a day if I'm really putting effort into it. So so I had different choices, and I wanted to, first of all, my original plan was to join some of the masters, and I could do that because they run for 2 months, and like I'm finished next week. So, and there's not, you don't have to, like, first of all, you don't have to finish it, so, and you don't have to start a new one either, as long as it is one of the old masters pictures that has made the original. It's completely fine. So I could do that, but I have chosen not to. Maybe I would do it next year. Let's see. We will see what time this is bringing. So, with that decision, I went with a wheel. So I downloaded an app with wheels on, so I could, you know, do a random pick. So I actually did. I put in the kits I wanted to choose between, and I actually put most of the kits I have in there, except for the ones that I really like for some special season, or for instance the winter pictures or the Christmas pictures or the Halloween. They were not in there, but the rest of them are. So yeah. So, and then I pressed spin, and it did. And so I'm gonna work on America Anthem, which is the bald eagle, and some of the nature. What the actual did I do there? Okay, it's just this one. So that is gonna be the next one, and it actually felt really good that because I was and then I could do the Anne Stokes mystery, and it didn't feel it didn't feel completely like right. Then I could do Red and Spangler, and that was yeah, maybe. So it actually, and I had completely forgot about the other one, in the way that I did move the kids around the other day, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I have this one, and that was actually the one with the bald eagle on. It's like, oh yeah, maybe I should do that one of these days. So I am going to kit that up, maybe not tonight, but maybe tomorrow, depending on how my bag and everything is doing. I think that will have a lot to do, or to say in that matter whether I'm doing one or the other. But it is, if I'm not starting that this week, during the week, because I do have as usual a busy schedule, I am gonna start it next Sunday on stream, at least. So yeah, but we will see, because it's so hard for me to imagine not to have a picture on my laptop, you know. So yeah. So I think in a way I will have to, like, I will have to do the whole kit up and start it up if I'm too close, if I'm not, you know, if it's like if I finish the picture like Wednesday or something like that, yeah, I will have to kit the other one up and start it. But we will see. We will see. Because I have a meeting next week, an office meeting, which is a new thing, and then we have our Summerfest in the company, in my workplace, and yeah, so that is like Friday, and we will see. I'm not sure I'm gonna participate in too much in that, you know, but I hope I will have energy and all that for the dinner session. The thing is that usually things like that I try to, you know, not tint, because it is usually in the evening, and that is where I'm running out of spoons, and then if you then have to socialize and all that, then it's like it gets too much. Suddenly it gets too much, and I can't go into a panic, you know. So I'm like, But on the other hand, there will be our new finance assistant will be starting and probably be a part of it, and I've been part of the whole planning, what to do and all that. So I'm like, maybe I should just, you know, and I have planned not to go riding on Saturday, and there's two reasons for that. One is because I've been out, hopefully onto the Summerfest with the company, and the other thing is my husband is having his birthday next Friday, so I wanted to go and celebrate with him. Hello, welcome back, Jane. I'm so excited. I'm looking forward to see you working with the Springbringer. It looks really pretty, and yeah, and it's a JoJo Arts, as I call it. Unfortunately, I don't have any JoJo Arts, so I can't be a part of Miss Coffee's event. It's really unfortunate, I think. I have made all of the ones I have. That is a bit of EO, but it is what it is. Because I have made like, what I make, 3 of yours, I think. Yeah, 3. 2 or 3. The Pride and the Seasons Change, and I think there was one more, wasn't there? And I don't have anything with the rainbow, so I'm just gonna not be a part of that. It's okay. It's okay. So I am going to, I would, another way. Let me take it another way around. Because not that long ago, I don't usually keep track on how many followers I have, because I'm not, just me. Just little me. And I'm not doing that much to increase that number. And then it suddenly dawned on me that I actually have I'm only like nine followers short, and then I would reach my goal. And I'm like, ooh, I didn't see that coming. And so I was thinking of, and I'm for sure gonna do this. So if I reach my goal of 200 followers and 200 plus followers at the end of the year, I will in January next year do a giveaway with some gift cards, and I think one of them is gonna be a gift card for DAC, and the other one I kind of think I'm gonna do a gift card to Wallowa, and that was actually Miss Coffee's suggestion, and I really like that because that makes a lot of sense to me. Wallowa is a good company. Oh, I like Wallowa, both with the diamond painting and with the cross stitch. But now I might as well just check up on it, because I'm continuing just saying something and I'm not quite sure, which is typical me. So I'm just gonna see my Wallowa, because I'm continuing telling people that they have other crafting things and stuff like that, but I really not. I'm not sure, and that's like, yeah. So they have the diamond painting for sure. Then they have the cross stitch for sure. And then I know they have a couple of other things. They have OLO puzzles, and they have Pixel Hobby by OLO, and they have coloring pages and OLO posters. What is OLO posters? Oh, oh, oh! I didn't know that. So all of the art they have, you can buy this poster. Okay, but they have like, so they have other things than diamond painting, and I like that. And they have a coloring book, so you could do coloring, and they have the cross stitch, of course, and the puzzles. Let's see what the puzzles. 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. Oh, that's quite a bit. And then 48 pieces, 2,000 pieces. Oh. And then of course you can buy, for instance, crystals and AB drills, squares and round, in like for themselves without a kit per se. So I've done that, and I'm gonna buy more crystals. I like using the crystals. I was just gonna do I'm just gonna check up on the cross stitch if they have anyone new from the last time. Oh, Petal Passion with hummingbirds and flowers. Happy holiday. Oh, that's a cute one. My Little World stamp cross stitch. My Little World with a lot of plushies. This could be not that Miss Coffee needs to do anything, but that could be one for her. This is really cute. Pink owl. $35 by $35. It's a small one. It's a good one. Don't do that. Oh, this one is a beautiful one too. With sunlight. This is the same size as the one I'm working now. I could see myself doing this one. There's a lot of confetti in it because there's a lot of light and shadows, but I like that. 40 by 30. So although it has a bit more, different things going on than the Diamond Art Club, and that was why I kind of thought that they could be good. If you're not that much into, yeah, isn't it? you're not that much into the diamond painting, so that could be other choices for you. So I was like, that could be a good thing for you too. Yeah, maybe. Just want to check that. Let's see. 24 should be P. Yeah. Oh yeah, I can show you what I'm waiting for from AliExpress, by the way. I want to show you. So this is the one I'm waiting for. Hopefully. I hope. I hope it is that one. There was a bit of a challenge. They wrote to me, "Are you sure you want this or you want something else?" I'm like, and they, you know, they wrote it in a cryptical way, or I didn't quite get what they meant. I was like, does that mean that you don't have it or what? And they never answered me, and I could just see that it updated the shipping that they sent it. So I think they just kind of figured it out. We will see what they sent, what I paid for. And this one should be with silk thread, so that is also something I really want to explore. Um, I wanted to I wanted to challenge myself with the stamped cross stitch with a big one, but I can only get the big ones on AliExpress. I can't get them on Amazon. I haven't found them on Amazon anyway. And it's not everything I can get on Amazon. Some of the things I can still see, but I can't get them because they won't send them to my end of the world, or part of the world. So, not end of the world, part of the world. But I found on AliExpress, I found different that was like variation in the pictures. So I was like, okay, it's not Disney, for instance, then I would know it was a stolen one. So these ones I think is more like their own artists, and I'm kind of thinking, okay, knowing in general their attitude against towards artists and you know art, I'm like, okay, as long as one of their own, there's no problem in it because it can't be stolen then. And to be honest, I think a lot of it is replication of, you know, things from the history, arts in history. When I see the pictures, that reminds me a lot of what you can buy, what you see on tapestry from the ancient times. So like, so I think in that way it's kind of safe, you know, to get it. And you need to know or remember that just because there's not an artist there or they can't mention an artist, it doesn't have to be stolen. It can also just be a part of public domain. And some artists do put their things, their art out on the public domain for everyone to utilize. So it's just it can be a bit of a labyrinth or challenge to figure out whether it's stolen art or not. So it's a lot easier when diamond painting companies are telling you that they do, for instance, they have a corporation and they hire the artist, and so that makes it a bit more a bit more easy to just to decipher who is who. I was contacted not long ago by Fallon Gems, and whether I was interested in a corporation, if I want to be an affiliate, and I was like, hang on, because I had never heard of them. So I asked Miss Coffee, and she said, yeah, they're okay. You can go ahead. But I did end up saying no, because I really have to be careful. It's I'm gonna end up in a gray zone, you know. One thing is, if you, as a private person, are giving me a present, that there's no problem in that. That would be like me as a private person getting a present from another private person. That's not, but it can be an issue if it's a company that is like giving me anything. It's not necessarily an issue, but it can be, and I just don't want to be in a gray zone. I want to, you know, I want to stay on the white way. Not the gray way, but the white way, as much as I can. Because the other thing can potentially be very not Norway, Sweden, and Denmark in start of the map. We aren't in the in end of world. We are in the start. It's America and Africa. That is end of the map. Oh, Jean, that is how it is. Thank you for clearing that up for me. So, but I think I will be. The thing is that they're very new, and they were just doing like a random thing, and I think just in diamond painting and interested people on Instagram. I think it's something like that. And what they didn't realize was that I was like living in Denmark, and that their pictures, even though they gave me a discount, they would still be quite expensive because of all of the things, and they didn't know about that. They have heard, you know, like a rumor, someone told about it, but I could like tell them exactly what it would cost me. And she was like, "Oh, now I get it when you say it's a bit pricey for you." Yeah, because the picture itself is not pricey. It not, and you can get them in really small, cute sizes, and I will try them out just for the fun of it. But they are on the pricier side, so it's not cheap in that way. um, and sometimes it can be like a I pay for one more picture, so I pay double price. um, it's a bit like I need to be financial a place where I'm having a bit of, you know, overflow, and can be like, oh, I don't, it's okay, I can do it. When I was kid, so many people said, don't dig so long, you will end up in China. It's so silly. It was just a joke. People said that for, yeah, I know. You said that for me too. If you see the map, our country is first. Yeah. But yeah, and I mean, I have been told that too. That if you don't dig too deep, because you will end up in China. And I have seen like children's book on with this, that like people that were digging and then were ending up having like visiting, that would pop up like a Chinese man with a typical rice, this triangle headpiece on. I'm like, today it would be racist as hell. Like people would be like, no, don't. But then it was not, and that's like, there's a lot of things where I can, because I am like not looking Scandinavian. When I look back, it was not a very pleasant environment if you look differently. But because it was like a thing that everyone accepted, including your parents, no one never said anything about that it was racist or it was not okay. It was just how you did it. It was just how they talked to you and how they mentioned the thing and all that, and made joke about how you look, how I looked, like. And I thought, no one asked me, no one defended me and said, well, maybe she's not finding it very funny. Because I actually didn't, but I kind of just had to, I felt like I had to laugh with the family. Because if I didn't, it would be like, you don't want to stand alone in your family. So it's like, but looking back, it was racist as hell, for sure. I don't think people. I don't. Yeah, true. I don't think some people said it racist way. No, no, no. I don't. I mean, it's like with the N word. Cause my mom and dad, if they were alive today, they would be like. I don't think they would kind of get it in that per se, especially not in Denmark. I think they would get it if they were, and I think they would never use it if they were traveling in the States. But there's so many things in Denmark that we are like, that has been used for ages, and that just in the newer, in today modern time, it's like, it's a no-go. Don't do it. Yeah, maybe some did say it racist way, but not all. I don't. Yeah, I mean, it was more the racism in, as I recall it anyway. I was very protected against it because I have like teachers that were like, don't. She's not, just because you look different doesn't mean that you're bad or anything. But the racism, I think, was a lot to do go home. So that was like was where I first time experienced the ugly face in that kind of way. Go home to where you came from, and like, but I'm Danish, and I mean, for me personally, the thing is that for me it was never a threat. I didn't feel like I had to defend myself for living in Denmark. I felt like I belonged in Denmark. I might not feel like I belonged in the family, but I absolutely belonged to Denmark. So, and a lot of the people that were like shouting things like that was, they were either drunk or they were younger than me, and I was like, you know what? When you have been in the country as long as me, you can come and say that. Until then, I think you should just go home and be ashamed. I live in a block with different people and from different countries, but I'm not racist. I say hi and help them if it's needed. I know a very racist person. I don't like he is it, and get embarrassed when he start. Yeah, Yeah. Because they what they say when they with the things they say is usually very narrow-minded. So you know, but and for me, I remember I think I was 18 or so, 18 or 19, when I first time heard that someone who was adopted who from India was attacked in a bigger town in Denmark, and I was so surprised because I was like, why the hell? I mean, she she's been in the country all her life almost. I mean, she's been here longer than she's been in India. Um, so why is it that you feel like you have the entitlement to attack her? I in a way I get it when you have, and this is where it's like I get why some people can get racist in the way that if they, because we have whole generations of people that was like um, working here and then they stayed, but they didn't wanna like take in the Danish culture or anything, and they didn't want to learn the language. They just want to stay where they are. It's like, no, I can't. When my sister moved to Manchester, she couldn't go there and be like, okay, now I'm a Danish person. I'm gonna move to Manchester, and you're gonna make a class so my children can learn Danish. Her children learned English before they learned Danish, which they never learned, to be honest. So, I mean, that I get why people get provoked, or their feelings are getting a bit pickled at. I get that. I mean, I really do. Um, because we are so, I think in a way, because we are so used to taking care of people. We want to help other people. We want to help the people in need. If you are running for your life from war and torture and all that, we want to help you all we can. So our system was not ready for the people who actually came to the country and found out what a paradise it is here and wanted to just collect and not pay. The man I know is from the time it was normal to be racist to dark skin and people from other countries, but we are in 2024. They should think about that. Absolutely, absolutely, and that's why I feel like, I'm like I can still understand where people come from. It's not the same as I agree with them. And it's like I can understand why people that has certain belief sometimes get provoked by other people's belief, but that does not mean I agree with them. And I don't agree with a racist person. Absolutely, never. But I do understand why older people or people that are coming from an age where it wasn't a thing, because I mean Denmark, when I arrived to Denmark, it was a very one race culture society, and I think that it was a social experiment that they did when they kind of put a different skin, different look person into a community like that. And sometimes it was a success, and sometimes it wasn't. Um, Usually I say that I'm not, when people tend to ask me, they tend to say to me, you don't sound like you think adoption is a good thing. And I mean, like, I think adoption is an absolutely amazing thing. And the thing I do question is whether it is a good thing to move a kid from one side of the planet to the other side from one completely different culture to the other different culture and be like, just adjust. I don't think that's a good idea. That I don't think. But it's not okay they sit and talk shit and bad about people from other countries. You should not do that to people you don't know. No, you shouldn't do that, period. People you don't know, don't talk bad about them. If you don't know them, don't talk bad about them. For sure. For sure. But I think also, I also think that's kind of the people you can never, you can't reach them. You know, you can tell them they're stupid and narrow-minded and whatever, and you will never reach them because they are unreachable. They are. I have met quite a few in my life so far, and they're like, you can't. No matter what you say, it's never gonna be enough. You know, they will always be like, but. So, if I meet them today, when I was younger, I would take the fight. But if I meet them today, I'm just gonna turn around, just be like, either I would be like, please, can we have that? Can you have that discussion another place, or the topic another place? I really don't want to hear your opinion about it, or just leave. But that's where my age is, I think, part of how much you want to use your resources. It's getting, I get a bit more choosy by age. I wasn't that when I was younger. When I was younger, I was a bit more warrior. Today, I'm a bit more peace, love, and harmony. Yes, I will say that next time I see that person I know. Do that. Do that. It's also because without knowing that person, I also will say that a lot of that kind of people do have a problem with boundaries. So this is also a way to like put down boundaries, be like, you know what, when you're with me, I really don't want to hear that kind of talk, so please. Same. I will say, with age, you do tend to get a bit more mellow, and you will be a bit more choosy about what you're using your fighting skills for. I mean, I have had for the most part, young boys or young men apologizing to me because I've been really yelling at them because of what they said to me. Today, I think I would just side-eye him and move on. I wouldn't bother. Why should I? I mean... I'm still here, got distracted. I think I'm going to crochet a motif market bag. Okay. Whatever that is. Since I get mad and upset when people like that, I'm not fully Norwegian. I'm a little bit Danish and Norwegian too, and maybe something else since my dad and mom was adopted. This person said and talk bad of other person, and he have Swedish and French family. So stupid. Yeah, it is. But it just goes to show, because you know, there's very, very few of us that actually, and now I'm like saying us, because in the Danish, you know, but in just in general, there's very few of us people, persons, human beings, that was the word, human beings that are like a purebred of anything, you know. Most of us are a mix of different cultures. In somewhere along the lines, you know, we all have a mix of different things in us. So be like the like the whole area race thing. You have to be like light skin, light hair and blue eyes. Forget it. Forget it. There's so few of those people, and I don't think they're. I don't think, at the end of the day, I don't think they're more happy or their life are better than anyone else's life. To be honest. True. I want to take a DNA test to see. Yeah, do that. I can absolutely recommend that. At least just to. I mean, I did it, and that was just because. Um, I usually think I looked a lot different than other adopted from Korea. I tend to look a bit more. I have wider shoulders and a bit wider jaw, and just different. I'm not having these very fine lines, Asian lines. Um, and what I discovered was that I am actually close to, I think it's a 97% of me is Japanese. And they are a bit more wider. they're not like the Chinese, a bit more narrow in their face structure. And Korean, I think they're a bit in between. But the Japanese, they are a bit wider. They still have the high cheekbones and all that, and I do have that too. But it is a different shape in the face. And I actually thought it was because I maybe had some American blood in me, so maybe there was a bit of a mixed culture in that thing from back in the Korea War or something like that. But no. I'm actually very, very, very Asian. And the rest, 3 or 4% of how much it is then from the Korean region, in that area. So yeah. But I'm a lot Japanese, unfortunately. But that also makes a lot sense when, as it was Japan that was like sitting on Korea for the longest time. So they and after they have been the masters for a lot of years, I think after they lost the war and stuff like that, they stole a lot of the treasures and national treasures from Korea. So it's a lot of those really special ones you can see in Japan. Yeah, unfortunately. So it is what it is. But yeah, so I do have a lot of Japanese in me. And I mean, a lot of people have like Polish, a lot of Danish people have like Polish blood in their veins from when we got Polish workers coming to help us in South with the whole sugar farming thing going on down there. So yeah. It's not bad. It's you think so? I mean, when I was younger, I really, and you really want to belong, and you want to want to be part of the group and all that. And then when I started to see other adopted in from Korea, in Denmark, it's like, oh, but they look so fine. They have these fine lines, like, and I was like, I felt like an elephant often. It's like, because I was so wide in my face, and I had these broad jaw lines and all that. Yeah. I don't matter today. It's not a big thing today, you know. It is what it is. I can't do much about it, but it's just. When I was a kid, it was a thing. It absolutely was. What did I just work on? Oh, that one. Up there. Jesus. 24. Sometimes my memory is so bad. What number was it? Oh, and with the picture I work on, the spring showers, I mixed right almost in the beginning of the picture. I mixed two brown shades, and I was like, oh my god. So yeah, but what I did was I actually left it. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna. Oh, your stream's lagging a little. I can see that. What the actual hell? Thank you for telling me. I didn't notice until now. Oh, Jesus. Has it been doing that all the time? It comes and goes. Okay, because I'm looking at it almost, you know, but I also want to do some crafting, so I can't look at it all the time intensely, but I can see now that it did lose some frames, but as long as it comes back, I'm not seeing any issues on my end. Okay. Yeah. I can see that it does lose a bit of frames in here every now and then. And I do see the wheel sometimes, but yeah. I know Miss Coffee had some problems too, and I heard others have it. Oh, but you always hope that it's never gonna happen to you, right? It was bad for me Friday. Okay. Because I do see that I do lose some frames, and I can see on my tablet that it's not too happy about it. it's okay. It's okay. No problem. But I do think that it's a, because you know it's again, for me when things like this happen, because my I'm just used to other streamers I follow like me tell them if something isn't right. Absolutely. I'm on iPad today. Sometimes Twitch runs different than when I'm on PC. Oh yeah, that might be it. But I can see on my tablet that it is a bit struggling. So yeah, absolutely. Always let me know if there's an issue, because I'm not. I'm usually I would be working on things uh, and I won't be seeing anything happening. Um, but I'm so used to when things like this happen that it's my computer. But I do think that it has something to do with the Twitch. It's been a while. I did struggle a lot at one time with my connection and everything. Then I got a new connection, and then it wasn't that bad. And then I did struggle a little again because of my computer. Um, Damn, I missed something. So yeah, it is. I think this weekend has a lot to do with Twitch. Because I have been experiencing it myself with a lot of with different streamers. So yeah, it's okay. I mean, I think I'm just gonna, you know, just so people are not feeling like they are missing out on anything. So I'm just gonna pack it up. Oops. What I'm gonna do is I am going to change things around again, and it's gonna take the rest of the half an hour that's left, I think. So, and then we're just gonna chat. I'm just gonna chit chat while I do it. So I need to just wanna do this. Hang on. The one thing about the light here is it do get a bit hot, and I did talk to my husband about it, and he says, yeah, there's nothing you can do about that. Okay, so that I just have to get used to. So, but with the whole connection and all that, Jean, no problem. I am so happy you told me or told us. So, because if no one tells me, I can't fix it. Maybe I can't fix it anyway, but it's really, as a streamer, you really want to know. Because, as I said, usually I won't be, it's not always I look at the thing, at the stream. So there's no worries. Oh yeah, I had really had my connection back. So I always get a bit like, I get my texts when people say, oh, you don't have any, the Wheel of Doom, or it's just freezing up. Oh no, don't say that. Don't. But I'm always happy people tell me, because I really want to know. At the end of the day, I do want to know, because it does make it a bit more easy for you to you know, adjust and all that. So you know what I mean. Oh yeah, I do have had my issues, haven't I? And I'm really bad at handling things like that, because in my mind, things like that just need to, you know, it just have to work. I can't work with things that does not work. that is not something that exists in my mind. So I'm gonna move the camera, and we're gonna go with I'm not gonna go to the BRB scene, so I'm just gonna move the camera, and hopefully it won't shake too much. Zoom further out. No, zoom out further. No, just gonna take it. Come on, like that. Thank you. I'm gonna move this one. It started working. We were like, don't move. I was just like, I am just sitting completely still. Yeah, I'm not doing anything. The funny thing is, because a lot of the time I would be like, I think it's because the kids are using the PlayStation, or they are on the system too, or on the line too, and my husband would be like, no, I don't think so, because they're not using that much. But the thing is, after they moved out, I haven't had that many problems, you know. And there's another thing. I will say, most of my connection issues actually shows when during the week in the evening. So it will be like Thursday, Friday evening when I stream my evening. It would actually be there. I would have the disconnection and all that going on. It was rarely on Sundays. So I also think it has a lot to do with how much Twitch is working, you know, how much pressure there is on their servers. So at the end of the day, with this system, and this whole frame and all that, even though it is a bit of a changing things around, and you have to use a tool to do it and all that, it is easy. It's not that big of a deal to do it. I don't think so anyway. Smooth transition. Yeah. And just to me, just the fact that I actually can make another choice. And as I said, if I am moving, I found a way where it works for me now. But at one point we might be moving to another place, and I might want it to my setup to be differently, or have to make a different setup. And then I you know, I just need to then it's really nice that I can do a different setup without having to buy a lot of stuff for it to work. So I really like that. And I wrote to him where I bought it, so it is possible at one point to buy a bigger, not a bigger frame, but you know, longer things in here, so it can be longer, this part. Hang on. Er det ikke tørt nok til du kan tage det af? Okay. Det var det ikke. You did get that? Did you get that, what I said? No? 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 So I got green lights again, so maybe it was just a bit of a hiccup I had. Now, anyway, it kind of ended the stream in a way. No, yeah, it did. In a way it did. So I am gonna end the stream anyway in a in 30 minutes or so, 20 minutes or so, yeah. My husband has started up the barbecue. That was why I was like shouting at him. Yeah, Ulla got what I said. She knows what I was yelling. And the rest was like, oh, that's not fair. We want to know too why she was yelling at her husband. Yeah. So as you see, it's not, even though you are like using a tool and all that, it's not that big of a deal, to be honest. I don't think so anyway. To me, I don't think so. I'm like, I can figure it out. I understand most Danish, but not so easy when you guys talk fast. No, and you know what? Sometimes I don't even understand Danish when people are talking fast, especially if it's one of the dialects. Like if it's from North Jutland, it's like if you hear old Scottish person, and they talk like really fast, or they're old, so they're mumbling a lot. That is a challenge. But my husband has some family up north, and at one time we were up there visiting them, and I love his uncle, and his uncle, he said something to me, and I was like, what the hell is the person, what is he saying? And I really tried to listen careful, but I was lost, and I usually am quite okay with the dialects up there, but I was really lost. So I looked at my husband and I'm like, what is he saying? Please. I didn't say it, I was just looking at him, and he was like, oh, he's just asking if you want a cola. Or if I want a soda? Yeah. Okay, thank you. Yes, please. Yeah. So they had a bit of a laugh over that. That was really funny. It's like, hey. So yeah, it's not always. Sometimes I have to give up. It's like, So now I have adjusted the thing. So this is how as it was when I started my setup. This is how it looks like when I sit with it in my couch. I have put pictures up on my I have put pictures up on my Instagram and stuff, like places like that. So the only thing I have is I sometimes feel like you have to be it needs to be a bit more, as I said in the beginning. You don't know that, but I did talk about it in the beginning. That can seem a bit wobbly, and I talked to my husband about it. He said, yeah, it kind of comes with the territory, because there's so many movable parts of it, so it will tend to be a bit more unstable. I'm like, okay, just so that makes you, so what you're saying is I need to learn to live with that fact. Yeah, you do. Okay, so. But I understand. I have problem with some Norwegian dialects, like North Norway and very south. Oh yeah. And you know the small island that lies a bit away from Denmark. It's called Bornholm. The people over there, especially if they're mad or excited, forget about it. That is a word for, that's just completely different word. Oh, here at the end I can show you the next kit. Hang on. Just gonna clean up my table. Otherwise I can't work if I think my mom would be very proud because she has used so many years trying to teach me how to clean up after myself, and now I finally do. I think she would be proud. I think she would be proud. Du menar vad Jean said? You mean Ulla was asking you what she's saying, Jean? Oh, or what? Oh, what they say on Bornholm? The people on the island is very, very sweet, but if they get excited, you can't get a word out of what they're saying. She'd be very proud, my mom. I'm just saying, she'd be very proud. And she'd be like, oh, it was actually, at the end of the day, it did matter. For all the hours I have been yelling at that girl, she should clean up after herself. Now she's finally in that age, in a 50+ age, she's finally doing it. When I was quite young, I was working at an office in an apprenticeship, and one of the I was working in like an association for bus coaches in Denmark, and one of the members of the board were from Bornholm, and at one point he had some problems, and he was very, very mad when he called the where I was sitting. So and I you know, I was like, I didn't get one word of what he said. I was like completely left in the dark. And I just had to say to him, I'm sorry, but you will have to talk to another person because I can't get what you're saying. That didn't help. I will say he didn't get. He was not calmed down by that comment. So I just had to give one of my colleagues the phone. It's like, can you please help me because I'm not getting anything. My mom, the total opposite. When we moved offices, I got all her stuff organized. She was like, wow, this makes things so much easier. Okay. No, I know why I have my passions for small boxes and things like that. That is absolutely from my mom, that's for sure. So this is a picture that will be on my light pad when I am done with the spring showers. I haven't seen this done so yet, but I couldn't imagine that one of the coffee bean wouldn't have been doing this. So it is called American Anthem, and it was when they released it. I was like, showed my husband, who is really into all of these with the these big birds. So I was like, "Do you like this?" Yeah. And so the way I picked this was with this random picker. I made a wheel and wrote all of the pictures I wanted to choose between. I just took my binder, to be honest, and wrote most of them. And yeah, so it chose this one, and it absolutely makes sense in my mind that it was that one. It was meant to be. So I am going to do this one, and I think it's going to look amazing when it's done. It has 4 AB stones in it, and the original looks like this. Come on, yeah. So and this is gonna get a frame too. It's gonna be among those pictures of mine that I'm doing that's gonna get a frame. Like I have the one from Chuck Pinson that's called Honey Drip Farm. That one is gonna get framed. My two zodiac signs from Jay Wall is gonna get framed too. So so when it's gonna happen at the end of the year, maybe in when it's gonna get Black Friday. I think that could be a good occasion to buy some frames. They usually are on sale there. But yeah, so it is square drills, and I'm gonna kit it up one of these days. It's not gonna be today because I only have 10 minutes left of the stream, but I really enjoyed the stream today. I hope all of you got something with you. Let's see. I think we are going to raid out today. If I can get this to work. There you go. So we're gonna rate Nicola or Nick in a little craft room. She is so sweet, and she has the sweetest dog too. So that is right up our alley. She is doing some crochet today, I think. Yeah. So we're gonna rate it on her and see what she's doing. Thank you for being here today. Thank you both to my Danish followers and to my international followers. I hope all of you got a bit of things with you today and at least entertained. And I'm sorry you had a bit of a glitch during the stream. Hopefully it didn't take too much of the experience. I am back next Sunday, the same schedule, same time, hopefully. With me, you never know, but keep an eye out because I might be streaming tomorrow or Thursday, you never know. Maybe suddenly I will pop on for a couple of hours. So have a good day and good evening. I am smelling my barbecue is heating up, so I am going to do a raid and run. So let's get started with the raid. There you go.